All right, welcome back, everybody. This is session number 16. Where we left off, the bonfire crew had rescued Blacktail the rat, who was trapped in the tin mines by the scary barbarian lady. And Blacktail led the party to two sentient brethren named Brimley and Scarfy, who could speak in common and exchanged information to the party about the Temple of the Rat. And they exchanged that info for instructions on how to escape the mines. So later that night, the party was actually able to escape the mines through a hole that the rats had gnawed through the stone door. But once on the surface, they were waylaid by a terrifying group of oozes and jellies, and the party's least favorite bard was back for an encore. But our heroes managed to dispatch the minions, even though Hamilton the bard had sped off. And now we awaken in the much larger city of Raksha, where the team was resting up at the monastery of the Camellias. When we wake up, it's around 8 in the morning. Melody had slept in the stables with Syllren, who was still in the shape of a pig. The party knows that they can cure Syllren. They just need to get together 80 gold pieces to do that. And Sibo, Bat, and the very tall Emir are sleeping, or waking up rather, in the dormitory inside the monastery. And that's where we're going to pick up. Melody, as you wake up, you notice that Syllren is trying to communicate with the goats that are awake next to you.
I don't know that she particularly cares. She's just gonna get up and stretch, say morning, and then say, well, I'm off to breakfast. I don't think you can come in, but I can bring something out when we're done. And she's gonna head off. Go find the cafeteria.
Yes. So as you make your way towards the refectory in the monastery, your three other party members are also all waking up kind of right around now. So Emir, Bat, and Sibo, you are waking up. You three are the only ones in the spare dormitory room. What would you like to do?
Cool. I'm gonna go out and try to find the rest of the party.
Well, you find so you walk outside in the slightly warm late spring sun, and you see Syllren kind of sitting there, rooting his snout around the things that are in the stables, and you see he's trying to communicate with the goats.
It only went on for like 2 seconds.
Up for 2 seconds? He's just chilling right now.
I just said, do you understand me? No? Alright.
Okay, I'm gonna put a hand towards Syllren so he can come over. You can go meet up with the rest of the party. The rest of the gang.
Sure thing.
Yeah.
I guess I'll follow.
Okay.
Oh wait, you're here too? That's like mostly well, we need Sibo still.
All right, so it sounds like the entire party except for Syllren are going to the refectory inside. Is that right?
I'll go in. Am I not allowed to go in?
Yeah, so last night, Patrick, one of the elder curates, said that pigs should only stay in the stables.
Gotcha. And that was referring to in general.
Okay,
not just
yes.
in terms of sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
He did say that, but fuck that guy. Let's take you in there. Let's take you in there anyway.
I'm gonna get gutted. I'm finna get cut open and eaten. So I won't take my chances.
As this exchange is taking place, you notice the rector in his robes leave the refectory. He's just had breakfast. The rector's name is Piotr. He's in his late 50s. He has white hair, older human. And some members of this party have met Piotr before. And Piotr bids the party good morning, and he ushers you over to the refectory to have breakfast.
Is this the rat temple?
No, this is the monastery of the Camellias.
Gotcha.
It's a monastery to the god of Ilmater, and we're in the city of Raksha currently. Piotr waves you over, and he notices this pig kind of standing outside in the doorway.
I give him a little knowing nod, like, what's up?
Piotr's asking the party, where did this pig come from, and why are you talking to it?
I'm offended, and I make that clear through my face.
Well, like we told you yesterday, one of our campaign friend people, one of our co-adventurers, decided that he was going to inspect a pig that was roasting, and the pig turned him into a pig. So he is now a pig.
This sounds like magic. You spoke with Patrick, the curate, last night, then, I imagine, yeah?
And he offered us he offered to change our I don't know, what do you call it? He offered to change him back from a pig into an elf.
We can offer those services. How much Patrick said? I believe because you're so well liked here in Raksha that we can offer a small discount. Were you able to get some money together?
I'm afraid that we are looking for somewhere to gather said money. Or some way.
Well, I suggest you head back to the town square and see if there are some items you can exchange or sell.
I do have 3 bags of treasure, presumably, that I could sell. Or sorry, 2 bags. So that would probably get us some money to unpig Syllren.
Probably not.
I mean, probably not, but like, what if it did though?
Sorry, Sibo's a little sleepy still. What's going on? I didn't sleep well.
I think we're talking to the cleric about how we're gonna get money.
Great, so we're chasing after coins, huh? First thing in the morning.
I mean, yeah, what else do we have to do?
Well, you got to sleep inside.
I
You
want
can't
to drink
complain.
mid right now. I need an alcohol. This is too early for money.
It's too early for alcohol.
But not too. I'm a pig. I can't talk.
There's always time for alcohol. What are you talking about? I'm gonna head out.
You're gonna leave. Okay, so Siba's gonna head out. Emir, everybody else. What is everybody else doing?
Try to find a way to make some money.
I just want breakfast.
Yeah, so the party has had breakfast at the monastery. They have fed you some gruel with honey, and yeah, some tea. So breakfast has been served.
Well, yeah, then let's go earn some coin. Not ready to spend it quite this early, glancing at Sibo.
So Sibo's making his way out, and by the way, so for those of you new to Raksha, directly across from the monastery is the tailor shop. One of the tallest men in town, Emerin, lives and works there. Directly south is the Temple of the Raven Queen, where there are several shrines to a number of different gods. And directly north of where you are is the town square, where you see all manner of blacksmiths and greengrocers and people selling dry goods, stuff like this. This morning, it's actually seeming pretty lively for a late spring morning. You see way more people than you've seen before in Raksha, and people's spirits in this town seem to be, quite happy, quite jovial.
I am suspicious of this happiness, as Raksha has never been this happy before.
Maybe, we just don't know, because last time we were around, pretty bad things were going down.
Hey, you know what? I'm not one
but I don't trust it.
not think about, taking prosperity and like enjoying it. So maybe I'm just gonna like go over to the tailor and ask him if he needs an extra hand for the day.
Yeah, so Emir is going to knock on the tailor's door, and there's no response.
That's not very nice of him. Is his business open? Is this just like a place I can like walk through the door of, or am I allowed to? Or do I connect, like peek through a window? Like,
Yeah, you can peek through the window, and there's no movement inside. You don't hear anything. The curtains are drawn. Looks like maybe nobody's there or nobody's waking up. It's around 9 o'clock in the morning at this point. Sibo, you remember, by the way, that the inn had burned down last time you were in this town. So you don't know where else you can get mead at this point because the inn is no more.
I am actually gonna go find what's his face? Comic. Yeah, I'm
You're gonna
gonna
go to
go
Comic's
to. Yeah.
Okay, so is the party splitting up, I guess, at this point?
Yeah, that's a great idea.
I guess. I mean, I don't know. Sibo is leaving, and I kind of want to make money to unpig Syllren. So I
I
guess.
appreciate that.
I was thinking of heading over to Oku and seeing what she has to say, if she's got any minor tasks set for the day.
Okay, so it sounds like Bat, Syllren, and Emir are going to go to the town square. Melody wants to go visit Oku, and Sibo wants to visit Tomic.
Sure, yeah.
Okay, so let's talk to Bat and Emir first, because the town square is the closest distance away. It's directly north of you. And if you want to tell me who you're looking for or what you're trying to do, we'll square away the three of you first.
Okay, so I want to sell my items, so I'm going to go up to someone who... Is there anyone selling anything anymore?
Yeah, there's greengrocers, there's the blacksmith who some members of the party you met before. You see a town crier standing in the center. You see the cage where Chat's body once stood several months ago. So there's a number of things that you recognize here in the small square. There's a clock tower. There are some stocks.
I don't know who would want to take these bags of treasure. I guess maybe the blacksmith. Yeah, I'll go to the blacksmith, see what he has to say.
So you've met the blacksmith, Bat. I think you've met the blacksmith before. His name is Burnside. He's a really brawny man with bald head, black human, black mustache. He's like tinkering away on an anvil, trying to create a shield. When he sees you and says, "Oh, it's one of the bonfire people. Good morning. What can I do for you, sir?"
Hey, I got 2 bags of treasure, potentially, I think. Can I please sell them?
Yeah, bring them here.
Okay. I'm going to take the 2 sacks and give it to him.
So he looks inside the 2 sacks, and it's mostly bits of stone and straw, rat bones, rat teeth, things like this. And he looks up at you, Bat, and says, "Son, is this some kind of joke? Who put you up to this?"
Fuck, I should have looked in the bag before I sold it. Sold it. I'm gonna look at him dead in the eyes. You can't tell where my eyes are, though, because
yeah, you're wearing a mask. Yeah.
I'm gonna look at him dead in the eyes, turn around, and walk out the store without saying anything to him.
Okay.
I'm not gonna take the bags back.
You're gonna leave them there? Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna leave them there.
Emir, Syllren, what are you doing?
I'll stick with Bat.
Do we have those warhammers still?
I believe you have them in your bag, yeah.
Can I still sell those to the blacksmith? Because I feel like those might actually be valuable to him.
Yeah. How many do you have?
I think it was like 12 or 13. I don't think it was in my inventory.
I think that sounds about right. I think you have about 12-ish hammers. The blacksmith takes a look. He says to you, they look kind of old. They look like some of them have been rusted over, but he's willing to give you some money for the whole lot of hammers. And that's going to be about 7 silvers each. So for that amount, that's going to be 90 silvers or 9 gold pieces.
All right.
He says, "Thank you very much. Anything else you got to sell, sir?"
I don't know.
Anything else we're doing in the main square while we're here?
Is there anywhere I should take this and like put it to the side for like unpigging Syllren?
Oh yeah, you can add the money to your character sheet.
All right.
Wait, how much did you get again?
9 gold.
Oh, okay.
And if anybody else wants to make any exchanges, go to another shop, now would be the time to do so.
Yeah, I'll start heading over to Captain Oku.
All right. So let's cut to Melody next, actually, because in this town, if you go from the debris of the old inn and walk east towards the rich docks, we're going to see the town's guardhouse, followed by Tomic's house. So we're going to go to the town's guard first, where Melody is outside waiting to request an audience from Captain Oku. The guards recognize you, Melody. They remember you as a member of the bonfire crew, and they're happy to usher you in. And this is where you meet Oku upstairs in the captain's office.
Thank you, and good morning to you, Captain Oku.
Yeah, and good morning to you. We're always happy to see a member of the bonfire crew.
I see the still rather in shambles. Would there be anything? Okay, I suppose I should maybe start from the last time that we saw each other. But we have gone to investigate the tin mines, and we've gone, I believe, 3 times now to head down there. We've since, I'm afraid, lost track of Simon, but we have picked up 2 new people to join our crew, and one of them has been transformed into a pig by a magical roasted pig down in the mines, which is infested with a horde of monsters that have nearly gotten us killed many times, especially because there's this one necromancer lady who keeps coming up, and she's very frustrating. Regardless, we're now trying to earn the money to transform our pig comrade back into an elf. So would there be any way that we could help the town in return for some payment to return our friend to us?
Oh, that's a great question. The only thing, and we're happy to consider some kind of arrangement. The major works that are happening in Raksha right now center around reconstruction of the Red Eye Inn. And a lot of that is being funded by Kataraksha. He expresses deep regrets for his daughter trying to influence the level of justice in this town, as it were. And he's decided to donate a portion of his wealth to the renovation and reconstruction of the inn. So it's going to take, we think, a little over 9 months to a year to rebuild. You know, these things don't just build themselves overnight. But if you wanted to spend...
It's about to build itself overnight, I'm telling you.
If you wanted to spend a longer amount of time in Raksha, we'd love to have you here for the next few seasons to help rebuild Red Eye.
Thank you. I'm afraid we've got rather wandering souls, so a few seasons is too long for us, though we definitely intend on coming back to see you. We would be happy to offer our services for a week, but I don't think that my friend is happy in his pig form for much longer than that.
Well, if you're looking for a quick buck, I would recommend going north to the city of Paranxi, one of the 7 sisters. It's another coastal city, and the Oyster Festival should be taking place in the next few days. And if you decide to keep going north, the much larger city of Zadash is having a number of early summer festivals. There is great excitement over this year's owl bear races, which are taking places in the suburbs of Zadash. If you decided to enter that, you can make a lot of money.
Thank you. All right. Well, it's lovely to hear. Any other news in Raksha?
It's been much quieter ever since the Red Angels have been dispatched, and people are much happier here. We don't have to wear pins or garlic anymore, and the city feels much safer than it did a few weeks ago. We owe a debt of gratitude, as you know, to the Bonfire crew, and we're very happy to see you again.
It's lovely to hear. We can feel the peace and the calm here now. It's almost like a completely different city.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I thank you very much for your time and for your audience, and I hope that things building the Red Eye go well. I'll chat with my party members, and we'll see what they think. And she bows and heads out the door.
Yeah. Melody, go ahead and take 10 experience points for finding this new information. At this point, you actually see Sibo outside of Tomic's place. Tomic, the occultist of Raksha, there's chalk markings all over the walls and the ground outside of his house. Sibo, you see Melody walking towards you from the guardhouse, and you've been knocking on the door at Tomic's place, and Tomic seems to be nowhere to be found.
Guess I should find liquor somewhere else.
Wait, you thought Tomic, the crazy dude with a bunch of magic items, would have liquor?
He might.
He knows this town the best, and he has all these weird miscellaneous information, so I thought he might have some place that I can pick up liquor.
Okay, fair enough. Whatever.
So,
Wait,
The
Is
entire
back
party
with
has
me
now.
right now?
Yeah, the entire party has now reunited
No,
in
it's
front of the
Okay.
guard's house, and Tomic is nowhere to be seen.
So what should we do
I
now?
talked
Should
to
we-
Oku, and Oku says we gotta go north if we want to make a quick buck, because her alternative was to stick around here for 9 or 12 months and rebuild the inn and be paid for that. But I have a feeling you're not down for that, Syllren? Nope. Alright. No. So she said we gotta head north then. Go see Paranxi or Zenash. And they've got a couple of festivals going on up there. They've got some owlbear thing in Zenash and some other festival. And some festival in Paranch?
Paranxi? Yeah.
Paranch. So those are the two places where we could make a quick buck if we're interested. And they're also larger cities. It sounds like Paranch is a city comparable in size to Raksha, and Zadash is a visibly, reasonably larger one. So those are our options, I suppose, and they'll probably take us through Vineshade Firth or somewhere in the whereabouts.
Yeah.
If we head that way.
So you don't have to make a history check for this, but it would take about 3 to 4 hours by foot to go to Vineshade Firth, and that is kind of in the same direction as it would take you to go to Paranch. Entire distance, if you go by foot, from Raksha to Paranch is about 9 hours. So if you left in the morning, which is right around now, say it's like 9:45, 10-ish, you could get there before the sun sets.
Sounds like a plan. I don't know. I'm up for that. Yeah.
So I said if we feel like traveling, I guess we'll travel.
Yeah. There's probably not that much money we could make just staying here.
Okay.
So traveling probably your best bet.
And we're going to go north to the city of Paranch. Is that the move?
Yeah, I think so.
Probably can't make it to Zadash today, regardless, even if
You
we-
wouldn't, yeah. It would
No.
take you more than a day to get to Zadash, so unless you had some other means, like a cart or magic, you couldn't make it there.
When we head over to Vineshade Firth, I decided to reshuffle my spells, and if you remember, there was that one frustrating door that required magic to open. I can open it now and not make a bunch of noise. So if you guys are interested, we could head down to the tin mines just real quick to see what's behind that door.
Wait, out of game. Were you talking about knock?
Yeah, I've got knock and silence now.
No. Oh, okay. I didn't think the silence combo.
Just saying, I'm pretty certain Ymir did not necessarily enjoy climbing down into the mines. I don't know. I feel like he's a little bit claustrophobic, and an excuse to not go down there is a good excuse for him.
Well, what
Yeah, and Sibo is kind of agreeing because his armor is falling apart and then he's vulnerable still.
Yeah.
Yeah, no more fighting. I'm up for coins and liquor, but that's about it.
would
Okay.
someone be willing to go down and accompany me down there?
Yeah, I'll join you. I'll come over.
Okay, so we're splitting the party, and there's going to be a group going to the tin mines, and also a group heading north to Paranch. Is that right?
Well, would you guys wait up? Not.
we're willing to wait outside the mine.
Yeah.
You could wait
I-
outside the mine. Yeah, you
yeah.
could all go together.
I'd go in the mines, but I can't do anything, and I'm pretty much dead weight.
So we're all going to the tin
Sibo's
mines?
gonna stay and look for liquor.
In Vineshade Firth?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll stay outside the tin mine, kind of makes sure nothing goes in, I guess.
Okay. So the party is going to make their way towards Vineshade Firth first. Shibo is going to depart to look for liquor in this tiny tea-loving village. The rest of the party is going to go to the tin mines, but Ymir and Syllren will be waiting outside while Melody and Bat go inside to check the door that was stuck. Is that correct? All right, so let me pull up a map, and we'll go in order of geography. So Sibo, we're going to go with you first. And Sibo, in fact, you remember the Hairball Tavern in the center of this village, and make your way there. This town, by the way, the tea festival is over, But it looks like people are in a fantastic mood. You see lots of couples holding hands and children playing outdoors. It's a relatively calm.
Children already? That was fast.
Yeah.
Normally that takes 9 months.
I mean, there were some children alive before the tea festival, Teddy.
I know.
And you make your way towards the Hairball Tavern, and once again you encounter Abel, the red-headed, skinny barman, who recognizes you, Sibo, and he says to you, "What can I do for you? I see you're here alone."
My party is dying for coin, and I'm not in the mood for that in the first thing in the morning. So, yeah, I'm here for liquor. Got any?
We have tons. You want the cheap stuff or the fancy stuff?
How much is the fancy stuff and how much is the cheap stuff?
Red wine imported from the northern part of central Virlinia is about 4 silvers a glass. But I'm happy to serve you mead or rock gut, if you prefer. How fast would you like to get drunk? You don't look so hot.
I don't know. I mean, I'm cranky. I'm not really in a fancy, mood. So I guess I'm gonna start with mead.
All right. Could you hand me 2 coppers? Happy to give you a big glass of mead, sir.
Oh yeah, and I have a special request.
Yeah.
I know tea festival is over, but do you guys have fermented tea?
Fermented tea? What do you mean by that?
Like tea that's been fermented, so it's got some alcohol content, and it gives you a little bit of hallucination or something.
Wow. I've never heard of this. I should talk to some of the farmers of the tea fields. That's a very interesting idea, Sibo.
Yeah. I would like to just, kind of doze off for a little bit. This been a little exhausting. I need me time.
All right. How about
It's been like
give
an
you,
hour.
Yeah. How about I give you 2 mugs full of mead and let you sleep off the rest of the early afternoon? Would that be all right?
Yeah, I guess that would work.
All right. So that's 4 coppers, and lunch is on. So if you want some lunch, we're happy to serve you.
Okay. Here's 4 coppers.
Thanks. And by the way, where's your cute friend Melody?
She's after coins. So if you follow coins, you'll find her.
You know women, right, Sibo? Always after coins.
Don't they all?
He kind of winks at you. You're not quite sure if he's joking or not, but he winks at you when you say that. And let's pause that exchange for now and head over to the rest of the party, where Syllren and Emir are hanging outside, and we have Melody and Bat going into the tin mine. So let me set that up. And you enter the tin mine and make your way downstairs to where the altar room is. And you're looking for that room with the locked door, is that correct?
Melody, I suppose, is gonna lead the way in through this door, flip the lever, and then head over there. Yeah, well, not in the wall, but here. Cool. So she's gonna cast Silence first.
Okay.
On this, right here on this door.
Okay.
And then she's going to promptly cast Knock.
So your desired effect is to not make any noise with the knock spell?
Exactly, and silence prohibits any sound from being created or heard within a 60-foot,
60-foot, yeah.
And it lasts 10 minutes. Silence lasts 10 minutes, so Bat and I are also entirely silent, I suppose, at this point.
Well, it depends on where Bat wants to stand. So, Bat, you can choose how close to Melody you want to be.
I'll stand pretty close in, the silence area.
Okay.
Cool. And...
Okay, so, Melody, you cast Silence and then Knock, and you are able to unlock this door. You notice the trip mechanism at the bottom of the door that releases the rune of hypnosis. So if you want to like pass through safely, you'll need to find a way to disable that trap. But the door is unlocked now. It's not stuck anymore.
Cool.
Okay, cool. Open the door.
Well, wait. We have to do the trip thingy.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah.
I mean, do you open the door back?
No,
Melanie's gonna, like,
I
put her
forgot.
hand
I
out and
blinked.
stop him.
Okay.
She won't let him open the door.
Okay.
And she's gonna go and can I inspect that trip thingy to see how to disable it at best I can? Or
Yeah. It looks like it takes some dexterity to disable the rune.
30.
can she
Smoke.
Yeah.
make whatever check
Yeah,
that's
it would be a dexterity check. So go ahead and make a dexterity check.
You know, I probably should make this because I've got better Oh, never mind. You're already rolling.
No, I got a nat 20.
Okay, never mind. Doesn't
Okay, because I was gonna say, Melody, if you fail, that means both you and Bat will be incapacitated. But since you
Oh.
succeed,
Okay.
since you succeed,
us.
well, Bat, it happened last time we were here that people got incapacitated from tripping the rune.
Yeah,
So
but both of us.
Yeah. Melody, go ahead and give yourself 30 experience points for this. You enter a small passageway which seems to lead back to a room that you were in before where you rescued Blacktail the rat. So you see that there's a secret panel in the door that goes back into that room that you were in before, where there was a rat, where Blacktail the rat was trapped beneath.
Is that a
there.
statue right there?
Yeah, it's a statue of a woman with her arms stretched out.
Can she inspect the secret panel?
Yeah, go ahead and make let's see, an investigation check.
Wow. Rolled a nat 1, re-rolled because I'm a halfling. Rolled a nat 5, which brings me to 8.
Yeah, Melody, you don't detect anything unusual about the statue, other than it seems to be easier to unlock this secret panel from the other side of the statue, not from your side of the statue. So it's not impossible to reach your arm all the way around to whatever mechanism is there, but it's more difficult from your side.
What do you think, Bat? Should we open this door and check out that statue, or should we just head back up?
I think probably check out the statue. Yeah.
Cool.
How long does the silence last, by the way?
10 minutes with concentration.
Okay, so I guess you're breaking concentration at this point to speak.
Yes.
So, Bat, what are you doing?
I'll I don't know. I'll stealth over to the statue
Yeah.
as possible.
Melody will stealth with him.
And what are you trying to do, Bat?
Just like inspect it.
Bat, you notice, make an investigation check.
Okay. That is a investigation. That's a 15.
Bat, you detect a secret button on the mouth of the statue, where if you could reach around from behind the statue and press this button, it would open the secret panel and you could walk into the rest of the room safely.
Okay.
Go ahead, Bat, go ahead and take 10 experience points for finding that.
Okay. So could I like try to press the button?
Yeah, it would take a dexterity check.
With,
Yes,
like,
you can absolutely
super
try.
hard?
Yeah. It's kind of hard to reach,
Oh,
but
okay.
you can try to get there.
That dexterity. Yeah, I'll just do it. Never mind. I rolled kind of iffy. That is a 12. So I rolled a 9.
That you try to reach your arm all the way to the front of the statue, and you find that the position of your arm can't quite get through the secret panel to press the button. You can kind of, you know that it's there, but you can't press it.
Can Melody try and like weasel herself into the secret panel to go and grab for the button?
Yeah.
9.
Same result, Melody. You based on that description, you know where the button is, but you can't quite reach, and it's very difficult at your height to reach as well.
I'm gonna pull out wasabi, and I'm going to gesture over to the button, and I'm gonna like hold him up so he can push the button. I don't know what to really roll for this.
Okay, so first you're gonna communicate this to Wasabi. Let's see if he understands.
I'll animal hand.
Okay, well that I rolled a nat 20 for him actually, so he kind of understands that you want him to go to the statue and do something on the statue. Let's see if he's strong enough to actually push the button. Wasabi can locate the object, but he's not strong enough to push the button by himself. Seems to be you need some sort of humanoid figure, something much stronger than a tiny rat to be able to move this thing.
Can Melody go back out the door, which I assume she didn't close behind her, and like go over here, and then go here, and then go out here, and go to the statue?
Yep, you can.
Cool. So, I don't know how many stealth checks you want me to make. I don't want to wake anything up, so I'd rather be stealthy.
Okay. You can make a stealth roll.
Ooh. 7.
At this point, Melody, you notice that the room looks pretty undisturbed since the last time you were here, except all the candles have blown out around the pit.
She's just gonna head over to the statue and try and press the button from the statue.
Yeah, it works. And the door swings open. So you can now go through both passageways.
Cool.
Okay, cool.
Is there anything else that we want to do down here?
I mean, not particularly. That was all that I was here for. It was just to inspect that one door.
Alright, shall we head back up then?
Yeah. Dang, that was kind of for such a magic door. That's kind of
Right, so at this point the party has reunited right outside the exterior of the tin mine. Everybody except for Sibo, that is, who is busy drinking away the morning with mead. I assume that you tell the rest of the party about what you found about the door?
Yeah, we're gonna say, yeah, I'll tell them.
All right, and Syllren and Emir, what our reaction, or what do we want to do at this point?
I can't do anything, so I'll big chill.
Okay. Emir, are we doing anything?
I don't know, can I just greet them as they come out, I guess?
All right, so what's the group of 4 doing?
We could go to that one place and go see that festival and see if we can make any money.
So you're going to stop by Vineshade Firth and pick up Sibo first, or what are we doing?
I mean, I
Do
guess
we have
could
to?
pick up Sibo.
I can always drag him.
Yeah, I guess we can go pick up Sibo, but he's probably gonna be drunk, which is another party member down. But yeah.
The party makes their way back to the little sleepy village of Vineshade Firth, and you see lots of people out on this bright late spring morning. It's sunny and kind of gorgeous, actually, in terms of the weather. And you make your way to the tavern, where you see pretty much dozing the early afternoon away at the pub is Sibo the gnome with several mugs of mead around him. It seems like some of the other patrons had recognized him as being a member of the bonfire crew and bought him some extra mead for free in appreciation of his efforts.
I'm very tempted to have Melody go over and slap him awake.
Up to you what you want to do.
Throw a bucket of water on him.
Man, oh man, if only we were looking for some kind of payment or something, or like gold of some sort for the current objective. If like payment for like saving people would be like good. Wait, no, that was
Okay,
the
so
other
I'm gonna
one.
take out Luke's lucky mug.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna think about cold water.
Okay. Roll a d6.
Roll
a d6, Gerald. Or I'm sorry, Bat.
Yep.
Think of glacial water. That water, when it first melts off the snow, that's just warm enough to be water and not snow anymore.
Yeah. That kind of water. That's a 4. Does that work?
As soon as you think about this glacial cold water, you hold the mug in front of you, and it fills up to the brim with this pristine, clear glacial water.
Okay, I'm dumping it on Sibo.
Sibo wakes up from his drunken slumber.
Why'd you do that for? I was having a great dream. You guys are the worst.
We're leaving. We're
Okay,
gonna go
leave.
make money now.
Okay, go for coins.
No, I mean we're taking you with us because you're part of the party.
No, you don't get to decide for me, dude. Why are you trying to control me right now?
Because our friend is a pig,
government,
and we need to make money.
There are no set of rules.
Yeah,
I mean,
government.
we are a party, but I want to just
stay
chill. You guys can go and coin up or whatever. Do what you want. Don't pour down stupid water on me.
I mean, if you want to stay here, I mean, you can. But I'm
just
saying
even a drunk archer is better than no archer. So I feel like
it'd be nice to have you around to travel with us, but we can't make you do anything.
Yeah.
So in the end, it is your decision. We would just miss you.
Can I go outside for a second?
Yeah.
Okay, and just while they're having this conversation, I would like to write something in like the gravel or sand or dirt or whatever of the path with my hoof.
Okay. You can do that.
Okay. Should I say what it is right now, or should I wait for them to come out?
Up to you. If you want to, you can do that. You can tell me in the chat.
I'll wait for them to come outside.
Okay.
You could DM Matt what it is or something.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Chat me. Abel, the bartender, sees the bonfire crew and says, "Oh, Melody, Bat, you're back to get your friend. I imagine he's been having quite the afternoon."
I can see, gesturing to the mugs.
Yeah. This village loves you, and they decided to give Sibo all the mead he wanted, and maybe more than he wanted.
That's very kind of everybody. Now we're, I don't know, trying to decide whether we're all going on as a group or whether he's staying behind. He seems to be rather wanting to take a break.
Oh, hey buddy, hey gnome, hey ranger, how's it going? Remember me, Abel?
Yes.
How are you feeling? Do you need some tea? I think you should drink some tea.
No, I'm good. No, I'm good.
Remember, Siba, we love you here in Vine Shade Fur.
Yeah, I'm just, I'm just tired of fighting and, earning coins and whatnot. I just needed, me day.
I see. Well, if you want to relax, there are all these really fun festivals happening up north. I might be going there myself, in fact. Do you like oysters? Do you like betting on races? I'm sure something will
That sounds like a whole lot of fun. Then try to take down oozes and get your scale melted and stuff.
Yeah, it's the exact opposite of monsters chasing after you. It's more like giving a fisherman a few coppers and eating tons of oysters and watching a really fun race with owlbears.
Sounds fun. How soon are we going?
Well, I don't know. And he looks over at Melody and Bat and the tall Goliath, and he says, you taking this guy with you today? Because it's a few more hours up to Paranxi. You don't want to get there late at night.
Well, if it's that late already, we may as well spend the night, no?
Oh, it's around 1:30 in the afternoon, and it's about 4 to 5 more hours up to Paranxi. So you could definitely make it there today.
I know we could always make it up there and sort of camp on the outskirts.
Yeah. I'm down with that.
Yeah, sounds good.
But did we lose the pig?
Yeah, the pig went outside.
Oh, yeah. We should
Alright.
probably keep an eye on him. I'm gonna
She's
go
gonna-
outside and get the pig.
Yeah, go outside and see if she can find Syllren.
So
I'm right outside the door.
okay, so Bat goes outside and sees that the pig has written something in the ground. Pig, do you want to say what it is?
It says "Speak with animals," and then I write "spell."
Melody is going to pull out her Falkwick Bandor and she's gonna strum it and she's gonna cast Speak with Animals with the
Wait,
Bandor.
you had speak with animals the whole time?
Yes, but I didn't think of it. I never figured out specific.
Oh,
All right. So Melody can now speak with Syllren.
wow! It's nice to finally be able to do my character voice again. It sucks being a pig, and I would really like to not be a pig anymore. I appreciate you guys trying to get gold to de-pig me. I don't have anything to say at this exact moment. I just wanted to remind you that this is a possibility, that if I need to communicate, that magic exists in this wonderful magical world. Yes, thank you for sleeping outside with me. But also, can you yell at Sibo for me? I get that he's upset that he was attacked by an ooze. I've been a pig for more than 2/3 of the time I've existed in this campaign. So if anyone gets a day off, it's me.
Yeah, I can bring it up with him. Sorry about that. And sorry I forgot I could talk to you. It only works once a day, but if I haven't used it that day, feel free to stomp on my foot or something.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah,
Also, it is a spell you can learn if it comes to the point where you feel like you need to cast it more than once per day. It is a bard spell.
Ah, lovely.
Also, a ranger spell.
Yeah, I
Also,
know.
we should have more healing. I think. Currently, I'm a cleric, but I'm a pig, so I can't cast magic. And our only other healing spell is Cure Wounds, which is meant to be a backup healing spell.
No, I have some healing spells. I've got Healing Word. I've got Lesser Restoration. I've got something.
Okay.
But
also, Sibo can learn healing magic.
true. But let's not continue. Let's continue this later. And she's gonna pat you on the head and head inside and say, "Hey, y'all, I can talk with the pig for the next 10 minutes."
Yeah.
And Sibo, he says, if you're complaining about being a ranger, then you should think about being a pig, because that's what he's been dealing with for more than the majority of the time that he's spent with us. So I get it that you're frustrated and you're upset. I'm glad that you're willing to come with us. Would you be ready to head out today?
First of all, Pig's been just chilling, so he doesn't get to talk about all these fighting and stuff. I get that he was frustrated he was a pig, but hey, Pig didn't fight the whole thing. We did. Otherwise,
Can you say something for me, Melody?
I am not a messenger. I refuse to become the transmitter for your argument.
All right.
Look,
Well, then
Sibo.
never mind.
Sibo, while he has been chilling, he has in basically every fight, he has been just it's basically him just he gets cornered, gets attacked, gets knocked out, and then someone has to heal him and run away, and he has no power or authority.
It's not that I wouldn't try.
okay, stop there for a second. Check yourselves, first of all. Second of all, we protected the pig, so he doesn't get to talk shit to me right now. I'm just saying.
I'm
so
a pig.
You
I'm
guys
a pig
stop
because no
right
one
there.
here.
Just kind of throw him over my shoulder and walk out. Be like, "Hey, we're done with this. This is over. The rest of us in agreement. We're going."
I'm
Alright,
a
so
pig because no one here could read Elvish, and I decided to do that for you people.
So at this point, it seems like Emir has picked up Sibo from his drunken afternoon and has walked outside. So the rest of the party is now all in the main square of Vine Shade Fur.
As we head out, Melody's gonna hang back from the party, and she's gonna clamber up onto the bar because she's small, and wave Abel over and give him a hug and say thank you, and then a kiss on the cheek as she leaves out before she heads out the door.
Okay. Abel looks a little bit startled by this, but his startled look turns to that of a smile, and he says, "Oh, wow, what? Thank you as well. Thank you as well, Melody. I've never received a hug from a celebrity before, so that was really nice."
You're welcome, but thanks for returning the favor. And off she goes. So now we're all in the square.
Next time the meat is on me. So it's now around 2 p.m. The party's in the middle of the square. Steve-O is on Emir's back. And what's happening now?
Hey, raise your hand if you had the choice of sleeping inside. Hey, raise your hand if you have a hand. Sorry, I just wanted to, I've been wanting to complain about this for over 24 hours now, and not being able to talk is very frustrating for someone as talkative as me.
Melody is just gonna pat his head. I don't know that I can do much more. Sorry, man. I don't know that. I mean, we're doing the best that we can to get you out of your pig form, but this is.
And also, I appreciate the attempts at consoling me, but I would prefer if there was less head patting. It makes me feel a lot less like a person.
Then how would you prefer I console you?
I don't know. I mean, how you would normally console a person. Less.
I would probably still try and pat you on the head if you were a person.
Okay, that's fair.
So are we heading out then?
Yep, I guess.
I'm assuming the spell's probably over now.
The spell is over now, yeah. So the group walks back to the main road, and it's going to take a few hours to go north to the city of Paranxi. In your second hour traveling north, you encounter a merchant actually going in the same direction as you. He's got a cart with horses. He is a 3'2" red-haired gnome with very carefully trimmed beard and tufts of hair sticking out in 3 points, like a weird compass. He as he pulls up beside you, he woes his horses and say, "Hey, do you adventurers need a ride? I'm going up north to Paranxi."
That would be lovely. Do you?
Can Syllren make an insight check? This dude just feels shady to me.
In pig form, yeah. So you won't get any bonuses.
Do I not use my own wisdom?
No, you use pig wisdom.
Okay. Let me pull up pig stats real quick.
Yeah, anybody who wants to make an insight check on this character who just pulled up, you just let me know and let me know what roll you get.
Yeah, I'll make an insight.
Okay, -1.
Never mind, I got a nat 1.
Cool.
Just.
All right,
just
we're gonna get.
throw away my opinion.
We're gonna get
Matt
mega
and Syllren
ambushed
think
and
this
die.
is the most genuine, honest, and generous merchant they have ever met.
15.
15. Okay, Melody? Okay. Sibo, are you doing insight or no?
No,
Okay.
I'm just gonna trust the gnome because he is a gnome.
Yeah. Emir and Melody very much think that this is a trustworthy character. They're judging from his broad smile and curious looking face that he's probably telling the truth. So he says, yeah, just give me a few coppers. I'm going in the same direction. It looks like we're going in the same direction.
I'm down. Means no more walking? Sure.
Yeah, it'll go a lot faster if you have a cart and horses. Trust me.
I'll hand him a food and say thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. And he says, just move the barrels over, Goliath. There's room for all of you, including the pig is coming with you. Are you selling the pig?
No.
I give an offended look in my face and I put a paw to my chest. I'm like, oh.
No, he's an unfortunate. Unfortunate things have befallen this good friend of ours, but he's with us.
Okay, well, I'm happy to meet you all. My name is Bryce Vine. I'm heading up to Paranxi to do some business, and then I'm going to go to Zadash because of all the fun summer events that are happening there. So I'm glad to have a few fun-looking faces on board. You got any stories you want to share?
Not particularly.
Well, there was this one
I'm not
time.
one to say
We were in this town and we arrived and everything was quiet. She launches into the story of how they defeated the Red Angels.
And so your party defeated the Red Angels and discovered their identities? Amazing!
I guess.
We've had quite a few
I
adventures.
guess.
That you helped use your fists to kill that that creature that emerged from the depths? That's amazing.
It all serves to my journey, my quest of becoming best karate man.
I see. Well, listen, it's only another hour by horse to get to Paranxi, so I suspect you want to get ready for that. Have you been there before? Is there anything I can tell you about that town?
I've never personally been there, so information could be good.
Yeah, happy to tell you there. I pass through Paranxi all the time. It's one of the Seven Sisters, you know. If you don't know very much about Paranxi, one of the reasons I like stopping there is because of the food. The food is amazing in Paranxi. Salt-cured ham, briny oysters and mussels. The city, I think, is one of the richest of the Seven Sisters because people there have gleaming white stone houses. Some people even have houses 2 stories tall. Paranxi's nickname is the Silver Pearl. And on the outskirts of Paranxi, on Paranxi Hill, there's a huge wall that the citizens have built centuries ago, a defensive wall that you could actually walk onto on Paranxi Hill and cross to the other side of the hill where you can find the tiny village of Mali, Paranxi. Paranxi also is known for the salt pans. I know people that work there just in the summer season to earn a lot of money working on the salt pans. In fact, I think a number of the residents of Paranxi, the reason why they're rich is because they till the soil so that they can earn the most from their salt. I love vacationing in the city of Paranxi. In fact, the Oyster Festival is coming up. Maybe you'll stick around for a few days if you're not heading north to Zadash. I love this
You know
little...
any way that we could make a quick buck while we're up there in Paranxi?
I think you best should explore the pubs and ask the bartenders and the patrons for any rumors. There's sure to be a buck or two made in this city.
Okay, that sounds promising. Thank you for your information and knowledge.
Kind of like woes the horses and says, well, here we are in Paranxi. I'm going to tie up my horses in the stables over at the Silver Pearl. I'm sorry, not the Silver Pearl. The Silver Oyster. So there's 2 pubs in town, the Silver Oyster and the Kettle of Mussels. The Silver Oyster's in the east. I'm going to park my horses over there. I suggest you get a room either here or at the Kettle of Mussels. But and he tips his hat and says, good luck on all of you. I'm spending the night here. So if you want to stay, just let me know. But if you want to head north to Zadash tomorrow morning, come and give me a holler. I'll be drinking the night away at the Silver Oyster.
Okay, do we have any strong opinions at which one we should stay at, or are we just good for either?
I just say we keep the boozing to a minimum until we can, make certain everything is taken care of around here.
Agreed. Also, we don't really have much place to spend money. Because we do need to level up and also get unpig Syllren.
Mm-hmm.
And that would...
I appreciate
Also, I'm glad that unpig has become like a word now.
Yeah.
I've been trying to force that for a while. Yeah, so...
I prefer D-Pig.
Sorry you feel that way. Anyway, we gotta unpig Syllren. And also level up, because we all have like enough XP.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So just
Probably
to tell you
that.
folks a little bit more about the city of Paranxi, we've got these two pubs, Kettle, Mussels, and the Silver Oyster. Where you see the star on the map is the town square, where there are a number of churches. So the churches might be to some gods that you recognize. There's a church to Pelor, a church to Avandra, and a church to Tiamat. Those are 3 different gods. In the northern part of the city, there are a couple of stores. The Four Rubies sells music items. Heidi Ho sells swords and weapons. The Silver Lute sells magical instruments. And the Face That Does Not See is a store that you know is run by a gnome that sells little toys and clocks and gadgets and things like that. There's also a pathway leading west, that green line that you see on the map, that leads west out of town and allows you to climb the stone walls if you wanted to cross over to Mali, Paranxi.
Well, if we're already here, why don't we just stay at the Silver Oyster for now, and then we can always check out the other place if nothing comes up here.
Fair enough.
Sure, whatever works for everyone.
All right. So the party makes their way to the Silver Oyster. The outside of the Silver Oyster is strewn about with, you see broken tankards and benches, wooden benches. The inn itself seems to be a simple wooden building. And when you walk inside, you notice there are 2 large doors that lead to the cellar. So they must have some wine or something downstairs in the basement. When you walk in, all along the ceiling, you see a motley, miscellaneous group of charms and amulets and talismans. Looks like a bunch of good luck charms from all different cultures and parts of Virlinia. You see a huge pile of blankets, woolen blankets, which likely are blankets used for the hotel rooms in this tavern. And you see a small staircase that leads upstairs to where the rooms must be. The woman running the place, the barkeep, introduces herself, and she says, hey, new people, welcome to the Silver Oyster. My name is Anya. And Anya kind of bows and waves you over to the bar. She's very tall, that's 6'3". She's a half elf with long, straight blonde hair that goes all the way down to her waist, very creamy, pale skin. And when you get close to her, she smells very sweet, like strawberries or peaches or something like this. She's like very attractive. And her eyes get bigger and bigger as the group gets closer.
I stay away from her because last time I was near something that smelled very good, I got turned into a pig.
And as the group enters, she says, "Oh, pigs, by the way, can stay in the stables."
Can I try and stand on my hind legs and walk like a person when she says that?
You can try. I'm gonna make you do a dexterity check, actually.
Just to prove that there's some modicum of intelligence that she just insulted.
I'm gonna have you do a dexterity check. I'm sorry, yeah, dexterity.
All right, 3. Not very good.
Try to explain the pig as our friend. We're like, yeah, so like a polymorph spell. That's about as much as I can tell you about it. Yeah.
Well, we can undo that for you at one of the churches downtown. But here it's mead and beer mostly, and room. By the way, if you need a room.
Sibo kind of wakes up when he hears mead from Emir's back, and suddenly climbs down and said, "Who said mead? That's what I need right now."
Pick him back up on my shoulder. Be like, no.
You pick him back up, okay?
Let me down, you giant! You don't get to dictate my life.
You go back to sleep, please.
No.
Anya says, "Well, if you want to go to sleep, we have rooms upstairs, and we have mead."
Can I make an insight check on Anya?
Yeah. Anyone who wants to make an insight check, you can roll and let me know what you get.
Yeah, I'll make an insight check. Never mind, that's another nat 1. I want...
7, okay. Bat, you believe Anya is as truthful as she is beautiful.
Cool.
Emir or Sibo, are you doing insight or no?
No, I'm just making certain that we keep our local alcoholic here apparently to just up somewhere safe.
Gotcha. Anya says, yeah, to your question, it's going to be, well, it depends which accommodations. We're not as fancy like Lashko's place, but we can give you each a room for 8 coppers if you want the cheap accommodations.
How cheap, though?
Super cheap, 8 coppers a piece. Basically, it's sacks of
Are
hay.
they going to let us bring the pig with us? Is that going to be an issue if we bring our friend into the cheap room or a more expensive room?
I mean, you're going to have to sleep at the stables then. It won't be a pleasant evening, but I'll let you stay for super cheap. Maybe just a copper each.
You want to check out the other inn?
Yeah, maybe they'll let us keep our pig, because...
Maybe they'll let us keep our pig. I'm going to make it really obvious that I'm saying I'm going to go somewhere else. So she takes the hint and is like, oh, maybe I'm going to lose out on money.
All right, man with a mask. Don't be gone for so long. I'll be here.
She didn't take the hint. Damn.
She didn't take the hint.
Whatever. I'm gonna go to the other bar anyway.
Okay.
It's a person. It's not their fault. I don't think any of us wanted him to be a pig. I don't think he wanted to be a pig.
Yeah, no one wanted to be a pig in this situation.
Yeah. All right. So the party's gonna make their way to the other pub.
Yeah. I'm gonna go to the other pub.
All right. So it's only a few minutes walk away. It's not a huge city, Paranxi. It's in size. It's actually a little bit smaller than Raksha, but it looks like, in general, it's fancier than Raksha, especially when you walk to the western side of the town. So the Kettle of Mussels is made out of stone, and it's a 2-story building. And when you walk inside, you see the another red-headed, very nimble-looking, older human gentleman with thinning hair and a very bushy beard and mustache. And he looks like he's like a lumberjack type of dude. And when he sees you walk in, he says, "Aye, it's new guests for the Kettle of Mussels. Welcome, I'm Lashko, and who be ye?"
My name is Bat, and that's Melody, and Emir, and Sibo, and Syllren. Yeah.
You named your pig. How
that pig
progressive.
That pig is a person.
Oh, a person. Has he been enchanted in some way?
Yes, he's been turned into a pig.
If ye be looking for a room, I suggest you get him unpigged at one of the churches downtown.
I'm looking at my character sheet. I have like 56 gold pieces between all my different currencies. I'm willing to put that all towards unpigging our friend if we're all just willing to do that.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, yeah, sure. Should we just spend our money and unpig our friend instead of trying to make way more? I think we pooled up. I think we have enough money to do it, but we also need to level up too. Yeah. And I don't want any of us to die while we have all this XP and lose out. But
So right now, I'm just speaking from the player's perspective, not a SIBO. At this point, I mean, we're gonna have to dig for gold for a while, but leveling up is not an option right now because I feel like everybody's short on money and it costs a lot to get. Was it 200 gold, Matt?
To level up to level 3, it's 200 gold. To level up to level 4, it's 300 gold.
Okay, so even worse, 300. So I would say, I mean, if we can, make the elf back to elf and then rethink our strategies, because I feel like we're gonna have to dig for a lot for 300 gold. If there's no miracle happening, we're gonna stay long as level 3s. So just expect that. Even if we're able to level up, we don't have the money to. So I'm fine with just staying level 3 as it is.
Okay, yeah, that is true. But we also we almost die every fight. Most fights, someone's going down. Or it's
so there can be we we can try to be more insightful about which fights that we pick on.
No. Okay, but the last one was a surprise fight. The last one we just left a cave and Hamilton was outside and he was like, "I want my revenge." And then he tried to kill us. That's what Hamilton sounds like in my head now.
Well, why don't we unpick Syllren? He'll help. It'll help to have 5 people actually fighting.
And he's cleric, so he's gonna heal us while we're happening. So even if we're level 3, we'll still be able to contain ourselves.
Yeah. All right. So I vote we head out to the temples.
Sure. Okay.
So Sibo is gonna kind of wake up again and
Yeah.
Hey guys, I heard Avandra. That's my religion. Is there a Church of Avandra somewhere around here?
Religious? Since when?
Well, my family is religious. I don't particularly am religious, but yeah, I grew up with Avandra religion.
Yes,
So, what's the owner's name at the Kettle of Mussels?
Lashko.
Can you spell that in the chat?
Yes.
Why are these names so hard? Lasco, okay. So, Lasco, can you tell us where the Church of Avandra is?
Leave my front door, turn left, walk 2 blocks. That's the center of town, and you'll see all the 3 main churches of Paranxi right there.
And is there a person who can help with, like enchanting?
I reckon they all could, and if they couldn't, there are wizards in town. You could walk all the way north to Heidi Ho to see if there are any magical enchanted weapons or anything like that. You could hop over to the gnomes shop to see if he has any gadgets for you. I mean, the town's pretty small. You can make your ways around and talk to folks. The 4 rubies is probably your best bet, though. They sell scrolls and potions and ingredients. So 4 rubies I would recommend.
So, what time is it currently?
It's almost 5 in the evening.
So, sun is still out.
Yep.
It's going down soon, but still sun is up.
Yep.
Okay, so Sibo's gonna say, "Hey, wanna go to my church and see we can unpick this fella?"
Sure, I guess, yeah.
Can I put you down now? Are you coherent enough that we can trust you to walk?
I was not drunk. I was just enjoying myself on top of you because, I didn't have to walk, but thanks.
Don't word it like that, man.
Freeloader.
I think that's how Sibo would word it.
That's pretty good, though.
Let's just go to the church. Let's just go to the church.
All right, so the party makes their way. The party leaves the Kettle of Mussels and goes to the center of town where they see the 3 churches. The Church of Palor, whose symbol is like a sun with rays coming out. Church of Avandra, whose symbol is 3 squiggly parallel lines. And the Church of Tiamat, which is the goddess of the sea. So you see water motifs all on the outside. And it sounds like you're going to Sibo's God's Church, Church of Avandra.
Sure, I guess, yeah.
All right. So the party makes their way inside, and there are a few clerics and acolytes standing about. And you see what happens to be the lead cleric, who's dressed in light pink robes, and she's wearing a pink and white cotton hat with a fuzzy ball at the end of it. She is 2'9", so short, halfling cleric. She has bluish eyes and tan skin and shoulder-length dark hair tied back with ribbons. And she looks at this crew, this giant, this halfling and gnome, this pig, and the tiefling, and she says, I wonder if they're here to pray. And she walks up to you and says, welcome.
Okay, I don't feel like explaining this again. Our friend is a pig. Can you please unturn him from pig?
Yeah, we have spells.
Okay, how much would
She's
that
like
cost?
hiccuping. Somewhere around 80 to 100 gold to remove a curse.
So Sibo's
Okay, how are we
gonna
splitting
come in
that?
front and actually say, "Okay, we're gonna all pray first."
Wait, I'm not gonna pray. I don't know this god.
You do want to if you want to get a discount that I whisper. So if you want to be in a good favor and help our friend, you should follow my lead.
Yeah, okay, but this isn't my god. I don't want to pray.
Just pretend you do.
Just go.
It's
in
for our
for,
good.
just like
Would-
close your eyes, be quiet. You know.
Would
Yeah.
Tamara be like upset at me for doing this? Okay.
Probably.
Well, she is a
Up
god
to
of
you.
trick. She is a god of trickery. Can I
Mhm.
fake pray?
You probably could.
Well,
Well,
wait.
it's just a prank.
This sorry.
I was-
Which god is this again?
This is Avandra, the goddess of adventure, freedom, and luck.
Do I know if like she Avandra is Avandra a she?
She.
Do I know if she's like in good relations with Timora?
Make a
Or if
religion
they're,
check. Anybody who wants to know more about Avandra, make a religion check and let me know what you get.
Could I, because this is my specialty of knowledge of my particular god, could I argue that I have proficiency in this check?
Would you be able to remember if your god and Avandra are like friends or allies, something like that?
I mean, if it was information that I was taught.
I would let you make a religion check then.
Okay. Do I have proficiency in this? 'Cause
Without
I was...
proficiency. Without
Okay.
Yeah.
16.
Okay. Anybody else doing religion check?
I don't think my character really understands most of these sort of faiths, so he's kind of
Okay.
just gonna
Okay,
nod
you can
and-
observe.
Either.
Melody is unaffiliated, so she'll go pray. She'll pray to anyone.
Sorry, I was looking at the wrong number. That was actually 13. I thought I had a +0, but I actually have a -3.
Syllren, you would know that in some ways Avandra and Tiamat are aligned.
Wait, Tiamat?
I'm sorry, not Tiamat, Timora,
Okay.
because they both are goddesses of luck. But you also know that Avandra is much more chaotic than your god.
Pray to Timora, but make it look like I'm praying to the other god?
Yeah, would that be deception?
Probably. But I guess I'm bad at that in Pigment, so I probably shouldn't try it.
Yeah, I mean, nobody here would know that because you're in pig form, so nobody would know anyway. I don't think.
I'm gonna pray to myself instead.
Okay.
So, are you your own religion?
Yeah, I'm my own religion.
So just to recap, Sibo is going to pray to the actual god of this church. Melody will also pray because Melody is open to all gods. Emir doesn't quite understand these gods, so he's going to just observe. Syllren is going to pray to Timora, but look like he's praying to Avandra, and that is just praying to his own internal faith.
Yeah, I don't want to get wrapped up in like gods and that kind of stuff. That seems dangerous.
All right, the cleric says, "Yeah, we welcome all of your prayers, but beware of false gods." And she's hiccuping again. You must strike back against those who would rob you of your freedoms, and urge others to fight for their own liberty. She's hiccuping again. But if you have some gold, I could cast an incantation to remove the curse of your friend who's been seriously polymorphed. Looks tragic. He looks upset, actually.
Really?
I'm sensing. I haven't spent that much time around animals, but he doesn't look happy to be a pig.
And she's
Okay,
good.
so how much money do you want for it?
I'll be kind since it's the festival season. I'll do it for 80 gold.
Alright, Melody is gonna put her 11 gold forward.
Yeah, set all my currency on the table, which is, I think it's like between everything it's supposed to be. I don't know. I just looked at it. I think it said like 56. In total,
56?
it's like 56 coin. Yeah, gold.
Wait, 56?
And so
Yeah.
Melody is 67, so you only need 13 more
67.
gold.
I'll put 13 gold down. Unless anyone else wants to do it. No, yeah, I'll put 13 gold down.
Sibo.
I have 20 gold, but currently it doesn't exist.
Yeah, we can't access it.
Wait,
All
so I have a question. So
Start
when
shaking
he
the
is in the
pig.
pig form, all the things that you carry becomes like is it embedded in him?
It's like embedded in his body. Like, yeah.
Okay.
No, he's like a piggy bank. You just got to break him open, and then he'll drop out the gold.
My equipment, in addition to my body, is what turned into the pig.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll drop down 13 gold.
The cleric says, give me a moment and I will cast my incantation. Thank you for the funds. We need this for the church. And she bows and waves her hands, and this magical power seems to surge from her hands to Syllren, and so slowly the snout turns back to an elvish nose. The ears are pointy as a pig, but they turn into elvish ears, and the pig starts to stand upright, and Syllren the elf is back in his elf form.
Woo! Thank you. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. It only took 2 episodes. 3. 2.5. Wow. That really sucked. I did not like a second of that, dude. Especially the sex town with the cat people. Wow. Oh, wow. Well, I appreciate that. I take out the 20 gold pieces that I have on me, and I did the math on my calculator. So I'll give 14 to Ymir, which because I'm doing this proportionally to how much the 80 gold was, and then I'll give 3 to Bat and 3 to Melody. I mean, obviously it doesn't fully repay, but I hope that helps a little bit. I am in your debt, and also I'm never reading Elvish again, ever.
Cool. Okay. Someone else is gonna have to learn Elvish then.
Wait, so I have a question.
Yeah.
So, Soren became a pig not because of reading Elvish, but he touched the actual pig, didn't he?
Yep.
He was reading Elvish on the pig.
Because it said check the other side, and I had assumed that it was a magic trap that would trigger by eating the pig, because it was very clearly a delicious pig that the DM wanted us to eat.
Absolutely.
It was very
juicy.
So I was like, I'm not gonna eat that because I'm smart. But then it happened anyway, so I guess I got big brained.
I guess using too much brain led you to become a pig. In an ironic way.
Yeah.
But anywho. Well, hey, Elf. Glad you're back to us.
Yeah. Thank you all. Most thank those who helped me in this journey to return to my regular
That's not
state.
shady at all.
And wow, I have some innkeepers to yell at. What, did they think I was going to shit on the floor? What was their concern, that I would track mud in the house? I'm an intelligent creature. I'm potty trained.
Look, I tried my hardest, but no one listened.
I appreciate your efforts, and now I kind of also want to kick that barbarian lady's ass really bad, because I blame her. Yeah,
Fair
that's
enough.
a direction I can direct my rage. She sucked. Let's go kick her ass.
I don't know if one extra member of the party's really gonna make that much of a difference in that fight, though.
True, but it did just increase by 20. Our general ability, not including level, increased by about 25%.
True. Well, are we now all hale enough to go and find us a room?
I'm at full health. I was a pig.
I'm all set.
Yeah, everybody just slept the night before too, so everyone's at full health. The cleric waves out to Sibo and says, "You are a follower of Avandra, aren't you?"
Yes, my family was religious, although I am rather flexible. I did grow up in Avandra religious environment.
I see. Well, I overheard you all just now talking about the fact that you need money. Perhaps I have some some ideas for you.
Yeah, and what would that be?
Well, the catacombs, right outside of Paranxi. Going west, there are some cannibals that have taken residence in the local catacombs, and one of my ancestors, her bones are laid beneath. And I have no way of going in there alone or with my trainees, with my acolytes, to rescue the bones and ensure that they are in their rightful place. But I would be willing to pay a party who would be interested in investigating. Well, I'm looking for someone who would be willing to investigate catacombs and make sure that my ancestors' bones have not been disturbed.
You don't
So
want us
we're
to,
not
bring
bringing
back
your
you want
bones.
just to make sure they're good.
Yeah. You're not bringing me. I'm not strong enough to go down there on my own, or with
and you don't want us to recover the bones and bring them back. You want us to
No.
make sure they're there. Okay.
Absolutely not. I want you to keep the bones there and make sure that they are correctly and safely and honorably buried.
And if we were to bring you back some proof that we've taken care of the creatures residing there, would you increase the payment?
Bring me the heads of the cultists that you encounter, and yes, I would gladly. And she looks kind of bloodthirsty when she says this. I would gladly increase the payment.
Sounds like a good time.
About how much are you offering?
She looks you up and down and says, maybe 100, 120 gold each, and you can keep all the treasure you find.
That sounds lovely.
Well, I don't know. I was just. How about? I mean, I still have some family to contact. I need some extra bread money because I was just a pig. What say we bring that up to 100, 130?
Can you make a persuasion check?
Yes.
After all, we are putting our lives on the line and making sure that something very important stays very safe. So
that is a 10.
Can I help him?
Go ahead, Melody.
I was commenting on the safety and the import of our quest. So could he roll with advantage? Could he re-roll?
Yeah, you're helping.
I don't have a very big charisma, so maybe I should leave the persuasion to you next time.
Man, yeah, you should have left it to me.
I haven't actually been able to use my elf character sheet in a hot sec, so I forgot my stats.
I mean, Melody, if you want to try to persuade, you can.
I'm going to try and persuade. I'm going to say, well, we were thinking of going to see if anyone else needed our help, but I can tell that it's very important to take care of these things and make sure that they are not only safe, but safe even after we've left. In order to do that, however, we would be risking our lives. So would you be willing to bring that up to somewhere around 130, 140 for each of us?
Yeah, make a persuasion check, please.
That's a 21.
She says, yeah, I'd be willing to go to 140 even, but I think I need to just speak with you and the gnome first, just the three of us. Would that be okay? No offense to anybody else.
Happy.
Why not me?
I'm thinking.
Well, just you haven't told me of your family's history of praying to Avandra, and I'm just not sure if she is someone you look up to.
Well, personally, I don't, and I don't have any family, so.
I will pray for you. I will pray for you.
Okay.
I won't lie to you. I'm not a priest of Avandra, but I'm not exactly against her at all. She's pretty cool. I am a cleric of Timora, and I believe they're somewhat friends, if I remember correctly.
They are.
So, I am certainly far from an enemy.
Could you also make a persuasion check?
Okay.
Once more.
That is an 11.
Yeah, the cleric looks at the three of you and says, "Excuse me. My name is Tracee Tridentium. I've been a cleric here. Tracee Tridentium.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Tracee Tridentium.
The pleasure is mine. And I have a secret. Well, it's not much of a secret. I think this whole town knows that I prefer the glass of wine every now and again, and I prefer the finer wines in life. So if you're willing to discover any wine down there and bring it back to me, or bring some wine from Zadash or any of the northern cities, I would happily increase the amount of money that we can agree upon for this expedition."
So, 160?
Well,
if we can get you the wine?
I'd also have to pay for the wine, so I would be comfortable with going up to let's say 150. And she holds out her hand to kind of shake hands with Sibo. She thinks, you can tell from the way that she's acting that she thinks Sibo is the leader of the group.
150 sounds good. Why don't we shake hands?
Okay. She hiccups again and said, "It's a deal. Come see me before you decide to investigate, and I'll bless all of you if I can."
Thank you so much.
Thank
And we'll be heading our way.
I wanna double check right now. Getting this friendly blessing, that's not heretical from my religion, right?
No.
Like, I'm not cool. Okay, I'm not like defacing my god.
No, because in a way you're helping her and like you're helping this person's plight, so that would be consistent with something Timora would be okay with.
Okay.
You might think that this is lucky to help somebody who has a plight like this.
Okay.
So I have a question. So 150 is promised upon finding a wine down at the catacomb and bringing it. And
150 is making sure the bones are safe and bringing wine. And I think 130 was just the catacombs or themselves without the wine.
So, and she said wine was separate, which means like if we sell the wine, we can get more.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, you should ask her.
Well, that was my understanding when she said, like wine is separate.
Yeah, she says to you, Gnome, I'll pay for the wine. And I know how much this wine costs, so I'm happy to pay for it.
Can I make a persuasion check?
To do what?
Yeah, as long as I can get a little glass with you.
Okay, make a persuasion check. These drunk gnomes, man. What's happening?
18.
She says, I'd be happy to have a sip with you, gnome. Why not? And what about my halfling friend over there? And she kind of winks at Melody. This is also a halfling that you're speaking to. What about my halfling friend? Do you drink?
Yes, I do, but I tend to prefer keeping my wits about me in case something comes at me something unforeseen comes my way.
He hiccups and says, well, you never know. If you pray to Avandra, luck might be on your side with the drink.
Thank you.
All right, so deal settled, and we're heading out.
Okay. So it's around 5.
Can I do a quick little prayer in here to Timora, and basically and just say like, I know you guys probably have luck out the wazoo, but I figure another friendly blessing wouldn't hurt.
Okay.
I don't actually have like the bless spell or whatever, which probably can't bless like a building, but I do a magic rite without necessarily casting magic.
Okay. You feel this like warmth emanating from the top of your head, going toward the bottom of your body, and it seems in some way that your message has been acknowledged. So at this point, it's around 5:30.
So it's only 5:30
in the game. Yeah, it's only around 5:30 in the late afternoon. The sun is still up, but it's starting to set.
What if we... Well, are we heading out to the catacombs, or are we going to go spend the night at an inn?
Well, I thought we're gonna stay the night in and then go in the morning to get the blessings from, the church, and then go to the catacombs.
Sounds good to me.
Were we going to get actual blessings, or was it just like a friendly gesture?
think she
I'm
meant
so
that.
down to get a blessing.
I think she meant it.
How far away are the catacombs?
It's very close to the outside of town. So if you see the map, the star is where the church is. Kettle of Mussels is one of the two pubs. And if you don't take the road but just walk due west, that's where the catacombs and cemetery are.
Okay, so like within like 2-hour travel or something.
No, it's like 10 minutes right outside of town.
Oh,
It's very,
okay,
very
yeah,
close.
yeah, cool.
It's super close.
Here's something we can consider. With the exception of Melody being a bit drained on spell slots, we are all mostly topped up, and having the cover of darkness may be good because this won't necessarily be an all-out war, it may just be scouting. Perhaps the darkness would be our friend in this scenario. Or we could wait till the morning so it's harder to be snuck up on, but it's harder for us to hide as well. Did she say
Wait, what are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting we go tonight rather than tomorrow.
And why
we
would
have
that
the
matter
darkness.
in catacombs? Because I thought catacombs it would be dark anyways.
That's true, we are going underground. I was considering more on the
Yeah,
surface of the
It
graveyard.
is underground.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fair.
Yeah.
So should we?
I say
go in
we
the morning?
explore the town. I mean, it is as little smaller than Raksha, so it's still plenty of to do and meet people and perhaps get some free stuff. I don't know.
I guess.
I could perform, because I'm way down on coin, so I could perform in one or two of the taverns and see what happens.
Ooh, idea. While Melody is performing, can I try and go pickpocket some people? It's just sitting in their pockets.
So
Where-
Matt, I have a question. I'm looking at roll 20, and then what's Heidi Ho?
Heidi Ho is the armory in town, so you can buy and sell weapons and shields and things there.
Yeah, I need to, if we're leaving tomorrow first thing in the morning, I need to either, get some repairs done or get, stuff. So, yeah.
I'll probably go with them.
Okay.
Oh,
So Emir and Sibo want to go to the armory. Anybody else doing something?
I'll go with Melody.
Where?
I'm gonna go perform in probably at not the Silver Oyster one, the other one.
Kettle of Mussels, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, go perform with the Kettle Mussels, and actually, which one of them had more patrons when we were there?
You saw a couple of patrons in both.
Okay, so I'll probably go to the Kettle of Mussels
Okay.
and go perform for the evening over there, see what I can earn.
And
Give-
then Syllren is going to go pickpocketing. Where
Yeah.
exactly?
The people who are distracted by Melody's performance.
Oh, so you're going to go with them to the pub.
Yes, and if need be, I can use my Invoke Duplicity channel divinity to make an illusory duplicate of myself that I can talk through, and I can just like distract them with that and then dip out if I ever get like in trouble.
Get caught? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go to Armory first. So Sibo and Emir, you can also use the chat actually if it speeds things up. If you want to let me know what you want to buy yourself. But the Armory is run by a halfling, also a cleric, and her name is Lavinia Cogswaggler. She carries the mace. She's wearing chainmail. She has a holy symbol.
Imagine the Cogswaggler family.
Yeah, exactly, from the clan. She looks at you and smiles broadly and says, "Adventurers, welcome to Heidi Ho. I'm here to buy and sell whatever you wish."
Thank you. Okay, we're gonna look around. Emir, you want to go first?
I was more just curious if you sold plate mail and a size that would fit something as big as Emir.
Yeah, you're very tall, but we definitely have a suit in the back that I could. I'll need to measure you and everything on my stool, on my ladder, in fact. But I think we can fit something for you. You're looking for plate mail, I see.
Yeah, that I don't really know how much that would cost, so I probably should ask that as well.
You come to Heidi Ho. We have some of the best prices in Central Virlinia, but a full suit of plate mail is will set you back a little bit. But you look like someone you could afford 1,500 gold.
All right, not right now then. Fair than not. That's it's a little on the pricier side. I was just wondering more, I guess. Window shopping.
Yeah, you can window shop as much as you like.
I guess I should probably like walk out the door, kind of like, all right, gotta go. I don't know. I feel pretty motivated now to like see if I can go hunt and see like if I can like slowly bring in money somehow.
Yeah, how?
I don't know. It would be cool to like, I don't know, if there's any sort of like forest or wooded areas nearby, see if I can hunt, find
You
game.
want to hunt something? Okay.
Yeah, find game.
Hunt for game. Okay, well, I'll let you do that in a moment. Let me finish up with Sibo. Sibo, you're buying, trading. What are you doing?
So I want to know the prices for these 3 items that I have. So they are all acidified due to stupid oozes. And it's scale mail armor, scimitar, and short sword. And how much each?
To sell them back or to repair?
Sell and repair both prices, please. And if you can put that on the chat, that would be great.
Yeah. So let's figure this out. So I will buy a scimitar, this scimitar for you for 11 gold, short sword for 4. Scale mail is a little bit more pricey, so if I could just inspect the quality of it, I figure I would buy it back from you for around 22 gold. Repairs are a little bit less than that if you would like me to repair any of these items. And if it pleases you, you could keep the items here. If you leave your items here with me overnight, I could have them for you by the morning.
And did you have the prices for repairs?
Yeah, look, judging from the damage, it's going to be around 2 gold for the scimitar and the scale mail, and 1 gold to repair the short sword.
You said 2 gold to repair scimitar?
Correct.
And 1 gold for short sword?
That's correct.
And how much to fix scale mail?
2 gold.
2 gold to fix?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh, so it's 2 gold for scimitar and armor, and 1 gold for sword, short sword?
Yeah, so if you want to repair all 3, that's 5 gold.
Okay,
You won't find better prices in this town because I'm the only armorer here. I mean, if you're going adventuring, you wouldn't want to have damaged armor, right?
Yeah, that is not, yeah.
I'd also be quite happy to sell you a brand new suit of scale mail.
And how much is the new one?
Something to fit such a handsome gnome like you, 50 gold.
And what are the other armor choices that you carry
We have everything
here?
here. We have everything. We have leather, we have chain, we have hide mail, plate mail. But you look to be a ranger, so I don't recommend some of the more metal types of armor.
And Sibo would like to ask the owner, how much is the studded leather?
45.
45.
Yep, that's what I said.
So Sibo is going to tell the owner, I would like these 3 items to be repaired. So here's my 5 gold.
All right. Thank you so much for the business. I'll need to take these overnight.
And I also was wondering if I can sell my short bow.
Yeah, of course. She takes a look at it. This is one of the bows that you haven't been using, right?
Yeah, the one that I have not used.
Yeah, I'll give you 11 gold for it. This looks pretty decent.
11 gold.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking at my D&D sheet, and it says it's worth 25 gold.
She says firmly 11. I'm a businesswoman, so it doesn't make sense for me to buy it back from you at full price. I'm not a wholesaler.
Can I do a persuasion check for better price?
Yeah, tell me what you're gonna say, and then roll.
How about 15?
Okay.
I got 14.
She says, okay, fine. I'll do it for 12. Final offer. I don't really need another short bow, but since this is pretty decent quality, I'll do it for 12.
Okay, deal.
Right? Anything else?
That'll be it from me. Thank you. And I will come pick my stuff up in the morning.
Yeah, you got it. I'll be here.
Yep, sounds good. See you tomorrow morning.
Yep. Bye.
Ciao.
Ciao. All right, so back to the party. Is at the pub. Let me describe the other patrons. It's now kind of like pre-dinner hour, and you notice it's a group of locals and tourists that are hanging out in the pub, and it looks like they would be quite open to listening to music at this point. In the pub, you see another employee who looks like he's very young, bright, muscular. He looks a lot like Lashko. And he seems to be the guy who is wiping down the tables and bringing food and mead and beer to people. There's a half-orc barbarian speaking to a much shorter rogue sitting at a table in the back. And you also notice a familiar friend sitting alone, a very tall man wearing eyeglasses and with smartly parted white hair. It's Emerin the tailor, who Melody and Bat instantly recognize. So the party of 4 is currently there. They're waiting for Sibo to get back. Party of 4, what do you do?
Well, I'm going to head over to the person who's running things and offer to perform for the night. Or perform a couple of songs at the very least. Don't know that I want to stay.
Lashko, the barkeep, looks you up and down and says, prove it. Give me a song right now. Give me a rhyme right now. And if it's good enough, I'll let you perform. We love a performer.
I'll give you a rhyme. I'll say it in time. And if you give me a minute, I'll make sure you don't regret it.
He says, give me one more rhyme. And your friends too, if they want to participate. I'd love to hear it.
I didn't want to talk over what was happening, but I was going to say I try to slink into the background and be unnoticeable.
Gotcha.
Also, sorry, real quick, I whispered to Bat, hey, do you want to be sneaky?
Potentially.
Were you planning on hiding and doing sneaky things right now?
I wasn't planning on it. Why do you have something in mind?
I tap him on the shoulder and I give him blessing of the trickster. You have advantage on stealth for the next hour or until I refresh it.
Oh, sick. Okay, I'm gonna go be stealthy with him now.
And then I go.
I'm gonna tap Melody on the shoulder and be like, "Okay, I'm gonna go be stealthy."
Lashko says to you, Melody, "Let's hear that rhyme one more time."
That was well done. And now for the fun.
And what sort of fun are you bringing to the table?
I was thinking of singing. That is my specialty. Don't know that my dancing is any good.
Show me a dance. Go ahead and make a performance check, by the way, Melody.
Okay, one moment. Gotta get my...
I can help cheese this.
Also.
I'm thinking. I don't have thaumaturgy, so I can't make this big thing.
I do. Here, let me check with thaumaturgy what I can do.
You can make your voice 3 times louder, throw
make
open
her
windows,
pants
make harmless
flare up,
trembles.
or small things like that.
That's a 14 for her dance.
Okay.
Shoot, not the Wikipedia for thaumaturgy. D&D thaumaturgy. Come on. Harmless tremors. Voice booms really loud, creating an instantaneous sound that originates from the point. Blah blah blah. Instantly blah blah. You alter your appearance for 1 minute. Blah blah.
I'm gonna let
Okay.
Bat continue to research as
I'm
Bat
going
is
to-
thinking. Oh, do you know?
I'm going to. I'm gonna instantaneously make. Is there any torches around or like
Yeah,
flames?
There's torches and lanterns. It's a pretty well lit space.
Okay, I'm gonna make those flames change color
Okay.
to like the beat of the music, or to the beat of her dance.
Yeah.
There's no music, but yeah.
And your performance was 13, Melody, or what was it?
14.
14. So Lashka looks delighted by the lights and the dance, and he says, young miss, what's your name?
I am Melody.
Hi, Melody. A beautiful melodic name, as it were. Would you like to perform in an hour? I'm cooking steak this evening for those 2 wealthy adventurers, and that tall man, I'm not sure what he's having tonight, but dinner will
Sorry,
be up.
who? What wealthy adventurers? I'm not asking this in character. I just want to look at where he pointed.
He pointed at the huge-looking half-orc and his shorter rogue friend.
Cool.
Well, would you like some help with the steak before I perform?
You mean cooking the steak?
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's the job of me and my son Yoshko, actually. I mean, this is the Kettle of Mussels. I need some standards before I hire anybody to do that. But I'm happy to hire you to dance and sing tonight.
I would be happy to.
It'd be our delight.
All right. Well, I'll be ready to perform in an hour.
Okay, so I guess you go practice or something like that.
She's gonna go. I think she's gonna go talk to the half-orc guy.
Perfect.
As you walk towards the half-orc guy, he looks at you with like a scowl on his face and says, out loud, so clearly you can hear it, I can't believe this dumb-looking halfling wants to talk to me right now, Dorothy. Can you believe it? And his friend Dorothy just kind of nods her head like, shut up. She's getting closer.
Melody she was going to bow. She's not going to bow anymore. And she'll introduce herself to the little one and say, hello, I'm Melody. Lovely to meet you.
The little one turns back and says, charmed. My name's Dorothy.
Can I start sneaking behind them?
Yeah, go ahead and make a stealth check.
Yes.
My name is what?
7.
7.
Roll the 2.
Dorothy Ho. She has tattooed eyebrows. She seems to also be speaking relatively fast. She doesn't look paranoid or anything. She just talks really fast. She says, I'm just here in town for a little bit. We're probably going north in a day or two to see the next thing. And this is my friend here, Forrest Effington. And the half-orc with the scowl on his face kind of just nods in your general direction. And he says, halfling. Like halfling lives matter.
Yes, you're right. We're just as dispensable as every other person and living being. Life is something that just comes up and goes away. And she's gonna turn back away from Forrest and ask, so what are you doing around here?
Dorothy says, wait a second. What is that? Who is there? And she kind of turns around and notices this cleric elf kind of like slinking away back into the shadows.
That's
You-
just
I was getting a drink, mate. You good? Can I make a deception
Yeah,
check?
I don't know. I know I'm a little paranoid sometimes, but I don't know. I just thought I saw. Never mind. Go get your drink. Hon. Don't worry about me.
So what are you doing around these parts?
No, we're here for the Oyster Festival. It's going to be happening here in a few days. And then after that, I think we're going to go to the Turtle Festival up in Zadash. And then if we enjoy it and, make some coin, when we're up there, we'll stay for the Owlbear run. You should come.
Okay.
It's fun.
While they're distracted, I'm gonna sneak up behind them with my super sneak.
Yeah. Make a
An
stealth
advantage.
check, please.
Yep.
Advantage is blessing.
Yep. I know. Yeah. Wow, I suck. That is a 12 to thing. I'm gonna switch out this dice because I think it's cursed. It's my
Dorothy
favorite. It's
whips her
yellow.
body around, says, and sees like the monk slowly slipping back into the shadows. And she said, "What? Who's there? Who's there?
I have an
I
idea.
told you to leave me alone."
I have an
Oh,
idea.
you're just gonna both go up to her and just mess with her? Is that your plan?
All right, can I whisper to Bet when we're like a safe distance away?
Yeah.
Because the halfling is clearly the one with the better eyes. We're gonna have to draw her away. If we can get the orc isolated, then it seems like he might be easy pickings.
True. How should we get the halfling away?
Wait a minute. Did the orc say halfling lives don't matter when his friend is a halfling? Poggers.
No, his friend
Oh no.
is not
Who's wait, what sorry, what race is Dorothy?
human. I didn't tell you. She's human.
Oh, okay. I don't know why I had it in my head that she was halfling.
But
okay.
Melody's a halfling.
If we can draw Dorothy away, then yeah, the orc might be easy pickings. So do you know how you're better lie than me, do you know how we might do that? I don't exactly have a good spell selection for this. I thought I was going to be fighting things.
In the meantime, Melody is going to ask Dorothy if he has any favorite songs.
My friend Forrest, if he has any favorite songs.
No, you.
Me?
Yeah.
I like anything where somebody gets murdered partway through.
All right.
That's oddly specific. I'm not saying that in character.
Did you
I'm
say
just
that
saying
loud enough so she can hear?
No. I was saying that not in character.
Okay.
And she's gonna turn to Forrest and ask, and you?
He looks in your direction and turns his gaze to look back at Dorothy.
Lovely. Well, means he's not worth my time. So I think she's gonna excuse herself. She'll just say, well, I'll go see what I have in my repertoire. I'll be performing in about 45 minutes, and we'll see what I can do for you two, and go practice.
Dorothy kind of like points her finger at you and says, "You do that, Bard. We'll see you a little later. We're staying here tonight, and maybe we're staying here tomorrow. Who knows? But happy to meet you." And Forrest, the big half orc, just kind of nods again at Dorothy, but not at you, Melody. It's at this moment, by the way, that Sibo comes back and sees what's going on. He notices Lashko, the bartender, and his son Yoshko kind of walking around. He notices these two, the friends, the half orc and human rogue. He notices. Does he notice? I'm not sure if he would notice so and so in the shadows. Would he have to do perception? I guess.
Yeah, probably.
It would probably be passive. If he's not actively looking for it, it'd probably be his passive perception. But then I didn't roll high, so he could probably see me easily.
Yeah, same for Bat, actually. So I guess he would see. Sibo, you would see Bat and Syllren kind of standing in the shadows. And sitting at a table by himself, but not facing your direction, is your old friend from Raksha, Emran. And Sibo, what do you do?
Well, I'm gonna think to myself, that back looks very familiar. So I'm gonna go to where Emran is and gonna do a little tap tap by his leg.
Emran turns around, looks down, and is completely caught off guard and surprised by your appearance. And says, "My word, Sibo, what are you doing here? What are you doing here? I left Raksha to get away, and you followed."
This is a bathtub. Sorry.
Well, it's a surprise seeing you here.
Yeah.
So you're trying to get away?
Yeah, I was just taking a little bit of a break before I reopened the shop. You know, things are not the same in Raksha anymore.
How come?
Well, Rukavinta is dead. I have no place to drink my tea and and listen to the town gossip. It's just not the same anymore, and I don't know if I love the city as much as I did before when the red eye was so popular.
Yeah, I hear the sentiment. That was tragic.
Yeah, but I knew it had to be done. If that's what you and your group had to do to eliminate the Red Angels, I support it. I just needed to clear my head a little bit and go do something fun for a change before I went back and opened up the shop again for the summer season. And so I came up here to Paranxi because the Oyster Festival is happening in a few days.
Nice. And how long you been staying here?
I've been here just over a week. Been going to the beaches, checking out the lighthouse. You know, I've been learning more about oyster recipes, and he winks. I hear oysters are a bit of an aphrodisiac.
They sure are. And he winks at him.
Well, are you staying here tonight, Sibo? My room's here. Are you? I see you're with friends.
Yeah, they're there, but you know. And he winks again.
He says, oh, well, I'm glad we had the chance to catch up. Did you want to pull up a seat and get a mead or a beer?
Yeah, I would like that. One mead, please. And he sits
Yoshko
down.
comes over and takes a copper from you and says, one mead coming right up for the gnome.
I have an idea that I would like to do. This is unrelated to that, so I don't want to interrupt that if it's still going on. Okay. I would like to use my channel divinity to invoke duplicity, where okay, it only lasts for a minute, so I'm gonna have to go quick.
Okay.
But I make a perfect illusory duplicate of myself that I can speak through and cast spells through.
Okay.
And it can move and act independently, using my bonus action.
Okay.
And it has to remain within 120 feet of me. I can't see through it, but so I would like to have my illusory duplicate walk over with an illusory cup of ale in his hand, and I want him to sit down on the end of the table with the rogue and I forget their names. Dorothy
and Forrest.
Forrest. I want him to sit on the other end of the table from Dorothy and Forrest, and I want him to start trying to chat up a storm with them and distract them as best as he can. Which also, hopefully, I was the person that they were shaded out from before, so hopefully me being there and them being able to see me and know where I am puts their guard down a bit so that real me can take their shit.
So fake you is the one starting the conversation.
Yes, real me is behind them, and I'm gonna try and steal shit from them.
Okay. So do you need to make a sleight of hand check to steal?
I'm assuming. Could I have my duplicate do the help action by distracting them?
Yeah. So tell us how you're going to do that. Yeah, you can do that.
Well, chatting up a storm, distracting them. And
that's the distraction. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, you can go ahead and make the sleight of hand check.
Moment of truth. +5 advantage. That's. I'm assuming I'm gonna get stabbed and die.
I'm sorry. And who are you trying to steal from? Forrest, the big guy, or Dorothy, the short one?
I'm gonna do Forrest because because rogues usually have good perception.
Yep.
Big money, no whammies. 15.
Yeah, I rolled much higher than that. Forrest the half-orc grabs your arm as you're about to take something from him.
Whoa! Sorry. Excuse me. I thought I dropped something under your chair. You don't need to be a bitch about it.
So you're speaking through this duplicate of you.
I'm speaking through me right now.
Oh, so at this point your duplicate is what, gone?
No, my duplicate's still there. It lasts for a minute.
So when he twists its arm, does he feel something? Does he feel the muscle, or?
The hand that was actually reaching into his pocket was my physical real hand. The person that's talking to him is the illusion. And the illusion's going to say, "Whoa, my twin brother, it's been so long. Oh my god, I hope no one ruins this wonderful moment by attacking him."
Forrest looks at his friend.
Can you get your hand off my twin brother? I haven't seen him in years.
Forrest looks at his friend Dorothy and says, "Halflings and anyone who's friends with halflings, you can't trust any of them."
I don't know.
He just kind of mutters.
What are you talking about?
He mutters back at back at his at his mead.
Damn. All right. Well, this didn't work.
Bat, are you doing anything? Emir, are you doing anything?
I want to interject, but I honestly, you seem kind of boned, so I.
Listen, pal. Is he still holding onto my arm?
No, at this point, no. He's let
Okay.
go.
Listen, pal. I think we got off on the wrong foot, and I would like to cast Charm Person. So make a Wisdom save.
I'm looking at wisdom. That's a nat 20.
Damn it! Well, he knows I cast a spell on him.
Yeah,
I wasn't lying, and then I leave.
Are we gonna have to take? He stands up and says, "Are we gonna have to take this outside?"
I mean, I was going outside anyway, but I suppose if you would like to join me for a wonderful night, you're welcome to.
Stay away from me and my friend.
That wasn't a threat of violence. That was a sex option.
He says, "Stay away from me and my friend." And he does one of these things with his arm, like cut, like a motion, like he's gonna cut your neck.
Trust me,
He looks
pal.
quite threatening.
I've had a worse 24 hours than you could possibly give me. You don't scare me. And then I back off. I am scared. But I was lying.
This big guy did not look amused, and he's really looking unamused at the rest of the party that's sitting in the pub.
Well, I made no. I hope I made no reveal that I know anyone else in this bar. I was trying to make it seem like I was the only one doing that. So like hopefully shouldn't suspect Melody or Bat or Sibo or Ymir's here, right?
Yeah, Ymir, sure.
Hopefully he doesn't suspect any of them of anything.
Okay.
I'm just a solo drunkard dickhead.
Ymir, Bat, are you doing anything at this point?
I'd want to steal from those two, because those two don't seem very nice. But
Well, to be fair,
I'm not trying to get my ass kicked right now. That's big not into that. Also, I probably wouldn't fare any better than the cleric, so I don't know. I'll just not sneak around and just stoically stand in like a corner or something.
Okay.
And look menacing.
Ymir, are you doing anything? What are you doing at this point?
I was thinking, I was gonna try to like go hunting or something. I'm like, oh, this.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and make a survival check, actually. So you're not in the pub. You're outside. You walk west to the woods, and make a survival check for me.
Well, I got a natural 1, so I guess I found squat.
You find nothing but grass
People are just rolling
in your
shit
hunt
today.
You see things darting in the distance, but you're not able to capture anything out there.
I don't know, I'd say I'd try again, but no, it's not. I guess I'll return back to the party for now.
Okay. Sibo, what are you doing at this point? And then we'll get to Melody.
What's the time now?
It's just after 6 o'clock, so dinner is starting to be served.
Yeah, still hanging out with Emran.
Yeah, Emran says, "Catch me up. Tell me what you've been doing these past few weeks, sweet one."
Yeah, just a lot of adventuring, and it was really getting on, onto me this morning, so I had to drink off for a bit.
Oh.
And I was thinking about you.
You were?
Yeah.
While you were drinking?
Yeah, I was kind of wishing that you were next to me, just like right now.
Oh, let's cheers to that. And he clinks his glass of wine on your mug of mead.
Yeah, and I'm happy that you're here.
Oh, really? You know what? I'm actually happy you're here too. This town's a little bit more discreet and private compared to Raksha, and you know how rumors spread in Raksha.
So you feel more comfortable here?
Yeah, I come here to vacation all the time, and I really enjoy my days on the beach. My days eating oysters.
Good.
Yeah, perhaps I can order some oysters with my steak, and we can eat it upstairs. And he winks at you.
Yeah, I oblige.
Like, So Yoshko, the son of Lashko, comes back out with the dinner of it's another glass of wine with a big hunk of bread, some oysters, and a pretty well done steak. And Emerin picks it up from the tray and says, all right, Ranger, come follow me. And he starts to walk upstairs to the second floor.
And I'm holding the wine glasses and bring it upstairs too.
Okay, so I guess Sibo and Emerin are going to spend some private time. Melody, what's happening? Ready to perform?
Yeah, she's going to be pretty much ready to perform. But first, she's going to head over to either the barkeep or his son and ask, hey, are there any songs or anything you'd rather I stay away from, or anything that you'd like me to make sure I perform?
Stay away from criticizing the government, says the son. Yeah, we are fans of the king and his noble senses. His tax reform plans have really benefited us. So nothing about government, please.
I can definitely do that.
Yeah, but the thing that we love most is sea shanties. So songs about storms and sailors and mermaids and harpies and witches and magic and treasure. Anything like that will tickle our fancy.
All right, I'll see. And so she's going to head over to, let's see, on roll 20. Would that be? Wait, I can't move her. But if
I'm sorry, I'll fix it. Yeah.
I would move her probably over here, either there or over here to perform. I'm not sure where would be best.
Okay, whatever you want.
I suppose somewhere like there would be good. Okay, so she'll be there. And she's gonna, actually, first she's gonna go grab one of those fallen stools over here, this fallen stool right here, and like bring it over and stand on it because she's short.
Right, gotcha.
And she's going to clear her throat and loudly announce, "Good evening, folks. My name is Melody, and I would like to sing a lovely one for you tonight, if you'd happily give me your attention. And on special request, I've got one song to start off with, a bit dark, but hopefully it will be apt for such a late evening." And she launches into, can I sing?
Yep. As you make your announcement, by the way, a young human woman walks in with beautiful silver blonde hair, and she sits at a table by herself and orders a glass of wine.
All right. And she launches into, "Wandering through a dusky wood, following tracks of something good, I heard behind me a stumbling foot, and then my head fell in the wood." And bow, and particularly towards the human Dorothy.
Go ahead and make a performance check, please.
Syllren claps.
Okay. Bat,
Yeah, I'm gonna use thaumaturgy to make clapping noises,
Okay.
like a bunch of clapping
Yeah,
noises.
so Syllren
Nice.
Syllren claps because he's impressed, but he's also trying to clap to get to like peer pressure other people into clapping, which will then hopefully, yeah.
Gotcha.
That was a 22, so it was pretty good.
Ooh. So Dorothy stands up and drops 4 silver pieces in your palm. And the young woman that just walked in, the human that just walked in with the silver blonde hair, red painted lips, and very clean porcelain skin. She's wearing a blue dress with white trim with a crisscross design in white. She's kind of humming the melody to herself, and she walks up to you and says, "It's a good one, very good one." welcome to the Kettle of Mussels. And she drops a gold coin in your palm and says, my name's Sophie Oswellia. I run this silver loot. If you're in need of any if you're in need of any musical instruments, as you look like a bard, come stop by my shop at some point during your stay in Paranxi.
Thank you. I definitely will. I lost all my instruments in a shipwreck a couple years back, so it'd be nice to have something to play again, though I am fond of my voice.
It looks like the crowd here was fond of your voice as well. So thank you so much for inspiring us this evening.
And there are a couple of other songs. I don't know how much you'd like me to sing directly, but she'll keep singing and she'll dance, I suppose, on occasion as well as the night wears on, and enjoy herself.
Great. Lashko, the bar owner, is like clapping and nodding his head, and while he's wiping glasses, and he seems to be very into the performance from this bard this evening. At some point, Dorothy and Forrest gets up actually to use the latrine, and Dorothy is just kind of sitting there. It's like she's humming to herself. And right now it's just Dorothy and Sophie sitting at separate tables while the rest of you are doing what you're doing.
Okay.
It's coming around 7 o'clock, and the food is starting to come out.
I have another plan.
Yeah.
A bad one, but it's a plan. I would like to try and sneakily cast Disguise Self when Forrest comes out of the bathroom, and stop him, and I would like to disguise myself as the owner of the bar and say, I'm sorry, but you didn't pay for your meal. And then I would like to put a hand forward and say, you still owe me 10 gold pieces. You can't just eat all that and not pay. What do you want me to do? Call the guards? And I want to do this out of line of sight of Dorothy.
So it's like you're gonna intervene when he leaves the latrine, so Dorothy doesn't see it.
Yeah, I'm trying to scam him. Yes.
And so that you're in the form of Lashko, so also so the barkeep doesn't see it. Okay, so this is deception check?
Yes, probably.
Okay, let's go for it.
I wish I had proficiency, but I don't think clerics can get
He's gonna roll insight.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
That's cocked.
You're not gonna like this, Teddy.
I don't like it anyway. You need to pay. You need 5. You need to pay me the 10 gold pieces.
He's like, he whispers.
I take a step back.
First of all, Elf, I'm onto your game. And
I'm
Dorothy
clearly
and
a human. I don't know what elf you're speaking of. And then I run.
I'm onto you. We know where you live.
Unto who? Who am I? How do you know the first time it wasn't a disguise?
He walks away from you, motions to Dorothy, like, let's just eat in peace. So they're just sitting there, kind of dining on steak and
I'll get
wine.
Money.
At this point, it seems like Dorothy, especially, her senses are a little bit heightened, and she seems freaked out by any presence of anybody approaching her.
We're gonna need to get them drunk.
Yeah.
Because they were introduced as rich adventurers.
Yeah.
And I want some of that.
I don't know why you're going around trying to pickpocket them when it's possible we could just go over and ask them if we could do something they'd pay us for.
Yeah, but I don't like them.
Yeah, they're kind of.
I kind of deeply dislike them. Also, one of them is super racist.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a job. It's not a lack of work. It's just between work right now. I'm trying to find other easy ways of getting money. And Syllren is practiced in this. He grew up on the motherfucking streets.
Syllren, could you make a perception check, please?
Yes, I can. That is a 20 total. Finally,
20?
I rolled above a 10. Jesus
So,
Christ.
Syllren, you notice that Forrest, the half-orc, is speaking loudly enough so that you can definitely hear. You can hear him say, "Some people, they just get on your nerves, and I just want to bash their head open like a watermelon and watch all the seeds pop out. Just tear into the pulp and devour it. That
Wait.
bloody idiot, he deserves it after what he tried to pull this evening.
Sounds like
You
a
notice?
waste of food.
You notice by her actions, Dorothy is trying to calm him down.
Real quick, did they have any reaction to me or Ymir? Because we are not common races.
No, you definitely noticed that they noticed you walk in, but they didn't say anything to either of you.
God, there's a halfling with equal rights. Ah! I'm outside of the tavern right now, and I'm screaming this in. What a travesty! And I stink eye the dude from the window.
So at this point, Yoshiko, the son, the young, like muscular son with the goatee, walks up to Dorothy and Forrest and says, "Have you been saying anything racist towards our patrons? Because if you do, we're gonna kick you out. We don't need you or your money. If you're racist, you can get the hickety hell out of our bar."
I'm smiling ear to ear, and now the bar seems like a safer place, so I'll go into the bar.
Forrest's temper is at an all-time high. If he were a cartoon, steam would be coming out of his ears, and he's like smashing the glass of wine in just his orc paw or hand, and he plops down the money that they owe for the food and says, "We don't have to stay here. There's another bar in town, idiot." And he and Dorothy head up to leave. And as he leaves, he looks directly at Yoshiko, the son, and says, "You don't want to be my watermelon." And he makes like a punching motion with his fist.
Is that a sex thing? You seem like someone who would be into that. You disgusting bitch. I'm trying to just goad him on as much as I can while he leaves.
Uh-oh.
Toodaloo. As he's walking out the door.
He
If he's
hears
walking out
you.
the door. Yeah.
He hears you.
I'm standing in the tavern. He's kicked out.
On his way out, he hears what you say, Teddy, and he draws his mace and says, "That guy doesn't need to be the watermelon. You're going to be the watermelon."
Whoa, okay, this dude's attacking me in the middle of a public area. Can I get some guards?
All right, everybody, you're going to have to give me a few minutes to set this up, but I will be asking you to roll initiative in a little bit. So let's take a short break. During the break, if you could roll initiative and tell me what you get, I need to set up this battle on the map. So give me a moment, please. I was not anticipating this, but if this is what the party is doing.
And I'm
Well,
hoping...
Sibo is not gonna be there, right?
Sibo's in the room with Emerin, so Sibo doesn't know what's going on right
Damn
now.
it, Sibo.
This may have
30,
not
20.
been... I'll be honest, this may have not been the best plan, but I'm hoping that some of the patrons will help defend someone who is being attacked.
Okay.
Also will help kick the ass of the super unnecessarily racist person.
Melody has 20, Bat has 12,
Syllren has 9.
Syllren 9. Okay.
Guys, I'll be real. This was probably not the best plan. I didn't think very far ahead. I kind of just got pulled into the moment of goading this racist guy on. And yeah,
Also, I vote we stay at this inn tonight.
because they're not allowed in here.
Yes. Well, because they've been nice to me.
That's true. I might get kicked out. Which is fair.
But at least there's a possibility of you staying inside a not stable.
That's true. But it may be with the racists, and I may get murdered in my sleep.
If we're picking a fight, well, in a bar, usually they don't like it when you just stay there afterwards. So who knows what's going to play out.
Yeah, let's. Emir, you can go first.
Amir? Okay.
All right.
So order is Yoshiko and Lashko 21, Emir, then Melody 20, Dorothy and Forrest are 14, Bat 12, Sophie 10, Syllren 9. Okay. So, Elf has just taunted these characters who are on their way to getting kicked out by the young son of Lashko, the pub owner. And when the half-orc hears you, he draws his mace And
Are you really ready to get arrested for this, Brett?
from behind the bar,
Do you hate halflings that much?
from behind the bar, Lashko, the father, takes out a large axe, which he holds with two hands, and Yoshiko, the son, rolls up his sleeves to get to start to punch with a fist. You also notice Sophie, the woman sitting by herself, is looking terribly scared by all this, and she's sitting in between the elf and the two racists. So she's really not liking this. You can tell very clearly from the look on her face that she's like gasping and she can't wait to get out of this pub. We're gonna go to Lashko, the dad, first, who's going to try to leap over the counter of the bar. And he's a little old in years, and he can't quite go over the bar with all of his. So basically, like, it's gonna take more speed than he thought it would to get this far, and he's gonna yell at the party, "We're not murdering them. We're just getting them out of here."
Murdering them. Got it.
I heard murder, and I'm on board.
Yasuko moves forward and tries to swipe a punch at this huge. I can't believe we're doing this. And tries to aim for the I guess the chin, as it were. So yeah, Yasuko is like kind of rolled up his sleeves and he swings, tries to do a right hook, right at the chin of this much taller orc, and he misses, and the orc just kind of like sniffs in his direction. That's the end of his turn. We're gonna go to Emir next.
Yeah, I guess try to close the distance as much as I can. I don't know how much if that would take.
We can move you all the way over there. What's your movement? 25 or 30?
I
30.
think
You
it's
can get there. You can get right adjacent to him.
All right, I guess I'll just barrel up into him and I just I don't know, pull the axe out and start swinging.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Alright, so to hit, I rolled that's not great. I rolled a 14 to hit.
That's not enough. You swing. What is it? Your axe?
Let's say it's a battle axe.
Yeah, you swing your battle axe at this humongous. I mean, you're actually taller than him, but still, he's wily enough to escape the swing of your axe. And I believe that's the end of your turn.
Yeah.
Okay, Melody.
She's gonna go over to Sophie.
Yeah.
The scared lady.
Yep.
And she's going to try and like pull her. Can she just go over and try and convince her to come back towards like the fireplace or wherever?
Yeah.
Try and get Sophie out of range.
Okay.
And she's yeah. And could that be like her movement, and could she use her action for vicious mockery?
Yep.
Alright.
Yes.
She's gonna taunt the orc by, I don't know. I don't have any good insults off the top of my head this time around. Well, here you are taunting me about being a halfling, but is your head so high in the clouds that you can't think straight and see you're far outnumbered?
Got him.
What is it? Wisdom 14?
Yes.
Absolutely destroyed him.
Oh, that's a 19. He looks at you and says, and just like shakes his head no, like good, like not even to say good try. It's more like can't even touch me with your mockery. He doesn't say it, but he just like shakes his head to indicate that.
At least I've been acknowledged.
Well, yeah, that's a step up, right? Considering how he was ignoring you from before. We're gonna go to Dorothy next. Dorothy is gonna yell at her friend, saying, "Let's get out of here." She's gonna disengage and exit through the front door. Forrest, however, is completely surrounded. He's gonna try to punch poor unarmed Yoshiko. Oh, that's a hit because he has a terrible armor class. Uh-oh, that's a hit. That's not good.
Oh no, now he's gonna be a murderer too.
Yoshiko is now So with one massive blow with his mace, Yoshiko has been knocked out unconscious.
Wait, Melody. I'd like to. Can I use Melody's reaction to protect Yoshiko?
Yeah, how would you do that?
She is going to use cutting words and expend a bardic inspiration dice to subtract that from his attack roll.
Oh. Then he's alive then with 1 hit point. That's enough.
It says when a creature you can see within 60 feet makes an attack roll, you can expend bardic inspiration dice and subtract that number from the creature's roll.
Yeah, I'm wrong.
Okay. So it works. It works. So he's not unconscious. He's alive, but very much stunned by this heavy blow with his mace.
I can tell just by the way you swung. You have a tiny penis. Only someone with a small penis would swing with that insecurity.
All right. So that is Forrest. Forrest's turn is over. We're gonna go to Bat next.
Okay. This is the orc right
Correct.
here.
Correct.
Okay, I'm gonna run up to him.
Yep, you can do that.
And I shall punch with an unarmed attack. That's a natural 20.
Oh, that's gonna do critical damage.
That's 5 damage. And is that doubled when you get a crit?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so 10 damage on that first punch.
10 damage on the first one. Okay, got it.
And then I'm going to... no, that's a strength save. This guy is probably very strong.
Yeah.
So my strength save will not help.
Can't take reactions.
I totally missed that the orc was allowed to attack twice because he's level 5. But I'll do that next time.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to do the... I didn't fucking write the name on my sheet, but it's a dex save, or else he's knocked prone. Yeah.
This is one of your special abilities?
Yeah, one of the open hand techniques.
Okay, and what does he need to get?
A dex save for, I think it's 14.
It's a 7.
Nice. Okay, he's knocked prone.
He's knocked prone, so he needs to use his movement to get up again on this next turn, right?
Yep.
Okay. Gotcha. Anything else?
No, that's the end of my turn.
Okay. We're gonna go to Sophie next. Sophie is screaming, saying, "I only came here for the music." She gets this far to exit the bar. Next is Syllren.
Okay, him being prone is good, but it ruins my plans because I was gonna. Did you give that effect, or is he just prone?
No, he's just not prone.
He's prone.
Okay. Is he looking wounded like that much?
He's wounded for sure.
Yeah, but like, how much fight does he look like is left?
Oh,
in him?
it looks
Is
like he's
a lot?
got quite a healthy bit of fight left in him, but he's definitely wounded. Like you can see where Emir's axe had sliced him earlier.
So I thought I whiffed.
Oh, was it? Ooh, somebody hit him. Oh, I'm sorry. That was Bat. Bat punched him.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I think I will just shoot him with a bow, which has disadvantage because he's prone, unfortunately.
Okay.
Where's my sheet? Oh, 17.
That's not enough.
Damn it.
So your
Really?
arrow
Holy
goes.
shit.
It's kind of like hits him in his side. He's not really wearing any armor. Hits him in his side, and it doesn't do any damage. It's like you must have gotten the hair on his arms, but not his
chinny
flesh.
chin.
Yeah. That is the end of round 1. We're gonna go.
Maybe if you spent all that time at the gym and instead went to therapy, you wouldn't be such a shitty person. I'm just yelling shit at him from.
You're not even the one using vicious mockery. You don't need to go that hard.
Yeah, but
It's,
I hate him.
the start of round 2.
Fair enough.
The
I,
father,
Teddy, and Syllren both hate him.
the father, Lashko jumps up on the table and holds holds his axe as if to ready in action and says, "You, get out of here. We don't allow people like you in our fine establishment." And he's just going to ready his axe. Yoshiko, who was just struck earlier, is going to fight back unarmed and see if he can punch this half-orc. That's a 4, and once again misses with his punches. And he's saying, "Dad, I'm sorry."
He has advantage if he's prone.
Oh, in that case, that's a 13, which is with his plus to hit is still not enough. And he says, "I'm sorry, Dad. I wish. Could somebody throw me a weapon?" That's the end of his turn. Emir, you're next.
Can I like hand my axe off to the kid and then go to like stomp on him?
You can, but you're not exactly adjacent. You'd have to throw it, but you could.
Right, yeah, I guess I'll chuck the axe off to the side and see if I can just put my boot on top of his head, real hard.
Okay, so you
So
throw
I do
your
like
axe
that
at
unarmed strike?
Yoshiko so he can catch it.
Yeah.
Okay, doing anything else?
Yeah, with that, can I, in theory, still attack the downed character?
Yeah, I would let you.
Can I, like, yeah, go to, like, yeah, I was saying stomp on him, maybe, like, kick him in the ribs instead, you know?
Kick him, so unarmed kick. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. Alright.
In the ribs. Yeah, you're
I got
tall. You can
22
get,
to hit.
that will hit. So you kick him in the ribs. Tell us how much damage you do.
Advantage in case you crit.
And, I got, what is it? A 6 to damage?
6. Okay, so he's at this much now. He's very taken aback by this, and he's looking up at you, and the look in his face is sort of like he respects the fact that you're using your height to kick him in the chest. So he doesn't actually seem offended by the fact that you hit him, Emir. Melody, you're next.
Melody's gonna cast Sleep. Finagle it so that he's
the only one?
No, that's the only one. Yeah. Dedicate all 5d8 to his hit point.
And does he have to make a save, or?
Nope, he's just sleeping.
It's based on his health.
Yeah.
Oh, I see his hit point. Okay. So you have to roll. Yeah, you have to roll like 5d8.
5d8 is 18.
That's not enough. So.
I drain him of them either.
Yeah, he's not sleeping, but now you learned something.
I have. I'm gonna give an inspiration dice off to Bat.
Okay, so Bat is going to be inspired with bardic inspiration.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
And at the end of your turn,
End of my turn.
Dorothy is no longer in the picture. She's already fled, but Forrest, the half-orc, is going to enter his barbarian rage. So he's going to stand up, then enter this rage. And barbarians at 5th level actually get 2 attacks. He's going to use his first attack against the son, Yoshiko.
Why you gotta pick on the boy? I'm the one yelling at you.
That's a hit. Oh, he is definitely knocked out unconscious. Yeah, that is not good.
Oh, big man hitting a little boy. If you want a real fight, come over here, bitch.
And since Bat hit him earlier, he's gonna swivel to his left and strike Bat with his mace. That's a nat 20. Uh-oh.
I was just gonna say try me, but then
Bye bet.
yeah, R.I.P.
So
Bat.
this is crit as well.
Yo, if Bat dies from this, I'm gonna feel really bad. If anyone other than the orc dies from this fight, I'm gonna feel really bad. I apologize. This was a dumb
21 points of bludgeoning damage. What are you at now?
I'm at 3.
Okay, you're still alive. That's the end of the barbarian's turn.
Does the
Bat.
father have a weapon?
Yeah, the father's carrying an axe, but he's just readying it. Bat, it's your turn.
Oh, it's my turn. It's my turn. It's my turn.
Yeah.
Well,
The question you need to ask is it worth it?
yeah, is it worth it?
Hmm.
Well, no, it's not. I'm gonna
Disengage?
Yeah,
Okay.
no. Yeah, I'm not a fan of him being annoying.
Well, if you're gonna jump over the bar, I do need you to make a dexterity check.
Oh. Yeah, I'll do it. I'm a monk.
So Bat is gonna back up, use disengage to jump over the bar and kind of like hide behind the bar.
You know what? Just discount me as a monk now. Just discount me. I got a 9.
You need a 10. So you don't make it over the bar, so like it would take more of your movement. What's your movement again, your speed?
40.
Oh, with 40 you can. Okay, with 40 you're gonna be fine to move behind the bar. Like if you move here, that's still within your speed to do.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay. We're gonna go next to Sophie, the music shop owner, and she's just like, I'm out of here. She disappears.
Cool.
Syllren.
I will healing word the sun.
Oh, that's very kind of you. What, tell
Well,
us what you get.
he's bleeding out.
Yeah, he is. Tell us what you get.
That is, what's my wisdom? That is 5.
Okay, with that, he is now awake. He's prone, so he needs to stand up. But he's awake with 5 hit points. And his father shouts at you, thank you.
Yeah, well, it was my fault, so don't sweat it. Oi, you big racist sack of love. If you want to settle this, don't hit a bunch of strangers. You wanker, hit me. And then
You become cockney.
He yells back at you and says, who's the wanker who's hiding behind all the tables? Why don't you come up here?
I'm wide open. And I gesture. Boys, will you stop hitting him if he comes over here?
It's the top of the next round. Yoshiko is going to disengage and back up. He has learned his lesson to maybe not fight this orc with his bare arms. Dad, seeing his son fall down and get healed, decides now is the time to strike. Ooh, that is not enough. So he swings with his axe directly at the half orc's chest.
Wait, shit! I didn't take an action.
Oh, you didn't take an action. Take your action.
Yeah. Also, sorry, is he still prone? Or did he
No, he stood up already.
Okay,
I should take that off. Sorry.
Yeah. I want to shoot him.
Okay.
I want to
Do
shoot
it.
him in his stupid face.
Do it.
Nope, that's a miss.
Okay. The dad misses. We're gonna go to Emir next.
Also, sorry, real quick, can I, with my movement, can I step out to the door and yell for the guards?
Sure.
Yeah, I go down to the door and then I yell out for the guards.
Okay.
There's a really racist orc in here who's killing a bunch of people.
Okay.
So we have a guy that's prone and a guy that's standing in the fight that we're still going against.
No, nobody's prone anymore except for nobody's prone anymore.
Right. So the guy that I kicked, I'm assuming he's probably, I don't know how dinged up he is, but I couldn't imagine he's feeling that great. And I was more wondering if I could get my axe back from the kid who had disengaged, because I handed it off to him because he's like, I need a weapon, and I'm like, wait, that was kind of stupid.
No, I mean, he would have to do that on his turn. You could yell at him to throw it back, but that would have to go on his turn.
All right, well, I guess I don't know which of the two orcs, which of the two of them are closer. Is it? I'm trying to think who I should go after.
Well, there's only one enemy on the screen right now, which is the half orc.
All right, well, I guess I'll go
right
after
there.
him then. Yeah.
Okay, so go for it.
Yeah, I guess well, I don't know. Can I throw a throwing axe at him?
Well, you're in melee range, so you should probably use a melee weapon.
Fair enough. That's a good point. I don't know. Can I use a hand axe as a melee weapon?
You can use a hand axe, yeah.
All right. Well, I guess I'll do that then. Well, I guess I'm not hitting because I rolled an 11. Never mind.
It's not enough. Yeah, you try with your hand axe, but it does. You swing, but it doesn't seem to do anything. That's the end of your turn then. So, Melody, you're next.
I think Melody's going to vicious mockery again.
Okay.
And I don't know. I can't believe I insults. My mind is blanking. I'm Sure, I'll go with your mother was a hamster. Even shorter than I.
He got a 15.
Probably not
Is that
true.
him?
Yeah, that makes it. 14
Yeah.
is the...
Once again, he kind of like doesn't even react at all to what you've said, Melody.
Hmm.
Quite unperturbed by your feeble attempt at mockery. So with that, we're gonna go to Forrest is next. So the half orc is gonna swing around and try to strike Ymir. His first attack misses. However, his second attack, 17 just misses. So his second attack, Ymir, he almost nicks you with his mace, but it just fails to connect. You're too tall and a little too fast to get hit by the orc. That's the end of his turn. Yep. Okay, that's the end of his turn. We're gonna go to Bat next.
Okay, so while I'm down, I'm gonna throw a dart at this.
Forrest? Yeah.
there.
Forrest the half orc. Yep.
Yeah. That is a 21.
That hits.
Rolling 6 damage.
Okay, one thing you notice, Matt, is that even though you pierce him with your dart, it doesn't seem to cause him to bleed as much as you would expect him to under normal circumstances. So there's something unique about his perhaps immunity or ability to avoid your weapon, how harmful your weapon is. But it still hits and does some damage.
He's very upset.
All right, so we're gonna go to Sophie is gone. We're gonna go to Syllren next. He's taunting you. The orc is taunting you.
Listen, bud, I'm right here if you want it.
Yeah.
If you want my
As a coward
booty,
would say. Would say, from the wall.
If you want to eat my booty so much, come over here and get it. And I slap my butt in his direction, and then I shoot him with a bow. Nope, another 4. Oh my god, I have rolled probably 7 times today, and 5 of them have been below 10s.
I mean, insults are helpful. It makes this a much more enjoyable experience.
We're gonna die.
This is what you get for starting this battle, I think. Syllren.
Are the guards coming?
Not yet. I mean, that was just 6 seconds ago. Like, not yet.
True. Has anyone noticed or responded?
Make a perception check.
22.
Yeah, you've noticed some of the locals that are walking around close to the town square. They notice you yelling.
There's a really big orc man who's trying to kill a bunch of people in a bar with a mace. He's also super racist, so any help would be appreciated.
Round 4, Yoshiko is gonna try to move back to the kitchen area, and Lashko, the father, is gonna try to strike the half orc, with his axe. Using 2 hands, and that is a miss. That's the end of his turn. We're gonna go to Ymir next.
Well, I guess I'll try him with the hand axe again, because...
Okay, let's do it.
Natural 20, so 27.
Yeah, that's just double damage.
Okay, and then the damage, I got... what is it? I just got 12 damage on the crit.
Well, is that slashing or piercing with an axe?
I
Slashing,
believe it's
right?
slashing.
Okay. So, Ymir, you notice the same thing that Bat notices, which is that this half-orc does not seem to be able to sustain the damage much better than other creatures that you have hit before with an axe. So you do see that you hurt it and caused him to bleed a little bit, but it's not affecting him as much as you thought it was going to.
Also,
So
Ymir, what
So,
did you
I rolled in, it was a 3 plus 4 plus 5 for the
It's-
actual.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And then it's a crit. Also, are you using a battle axe in one hand or 2 hands?
A hand axe in one hand.
Oh, you're hitting with a hand axe?
Yeah, because my battle axe was given off to the bard.
Oh, okay.
Melody is going to Vicious Mockery again, but this time she has some semblance of an insult. And we're gonna say, well, at least I can walk through a door without hitting my head.
Like a 16.
Yeah, okay, but he can reach the top shelf though.
He kind of shakes his head like, and says out loud, exactly what I said about halflings. They're dumb.
You're just intimidated by them. You need your large stats to be a big man. She's a bigger man than you'll ever be, and she's not even a man.
Horace is going to strike Emir with his mace. The first attack misses. His second attack also misses. He's kind of grumbling and wondering why he's not able to harm you. And he's going to move forward 1, and that's the end of his turn.
Before she ended her turn, could she give an inspiration dice to Syllren?
All right, I guess I can hold on to it if I need to like make a check or save or something.
Okay, so we're going to give you inspiration and melody. What else? Or is that it?
Yeah, that's it. That was action and bonus action.
That.
Okay, since I'm still not in a good state, I'm going to throw more darts at Big Ghoul Man. That is a 17 to hit. Sorry,
17 is not enough.
No,
Very
sorry,
close, but not
that
enough.
that was a 13 plus 5. Does that hit?
Yeah. Oh, 18. 18 hits.
Guys,
Okay.
I know his AC.
18 hits.
That
And
is six. That is 6
damage. And once again, Bad, you notice the same thing as before. Like, it's not harming him as much as you thought it was going to harm him. But yeah, good. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
All right, we're going to go to Syllren next.
I'll say, look, it's clear you're going to get your ass. It's very clear you're going to get your ass kicked. So I may as well speed up the process a bit. Now I want to cast Toll the Dead.
Okay. Does he need a save against that?
That is a Wisdom saving throw,
Wisdom save.
and it is a D8 necrotic damage or D12 if he's already damaged, and he is damaged.
He's already damaged. Yeah, he got an 8, so I'm pretty sure he misses.
Ooh, that's 11 necrotic damage.
Okay, let me see.
Not looking so good there, pal.
At this point, the half-orc looks seriously wounded. Not quite close to being dead. The father said, yeah, let's get him out of this bar now.
If you would like to leave, by all means, and I gesture to the door.
Okay, that's the end of that round. We're now top of the next round. And Yoshiko is going to hide behind barrels back in the kitchen area. And his father is going to jump off the table and try to strike him with an axe. And misses again and curses his luck and says, mateys, and he's shouting at the party, get this guy out of here. Does not belong in my establishment. Emir, it's on you.
I'm gonna try to like throw him out the door, try to like push him at least. I don't know how close the door is to me, so I'm gonna like just start pushing him towards the door.
You can, yeah, it's a shove action, I think it's called.
You can try and grapple him, and then you can pull him.
Yeah, I was try to think like drag him towards the door, get him out.
Okay. I think that's a strength check, if I'm not mistaken.
Athletics versus his athletics
Oh, it's
record.
athletics?
Yeah.
Athletics versus his athletics. Oh boy, that's...
Yeah. He also has advantage while raging, unfortunately.
Yeah. The barbarian. Okay.
I rolled a 15.
Yeah, he got a 21.
Oh,
He got
yeah,
a 7
you know,
and a 21.
So I guess I'm not pulling him around. That's not happening.
No.
Is that my turn then? Since I tried?
Yeah, I think so.
Alright. I have Stone's Endurance, so if he does hit me, I can at least take one of his hits. That's the way I see it, maybe.
Okay. Melody, it's on you.
I'm going to cast Sleep again, now that he's been wounded. Rounds later. Since the point of this is not to kill him, but to get him out of here. So
Yeah. And what's the radius of your sleep again?
that is a 20-foot radius, I believe.
Okay, so
It's a 20-foot radius sphere, but 90-foot range for the center of said sphere.
so I bet you can make a circle that doesn't hit Bat, but gets him,
Yeah.
I think. Let's see.
Well, the thing is, oh yeah, I could do like Here. It's either that or...
I see. Yeah, to the east. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. Yeah.
Lovely. And that's 29.
Yeah, I think he's asleep. So we're gonna turn him over for a little bit, and that's the end of his turn. I'm sorry, that's the end of your turn, I believe, right, Melody?
Yes.
All right. It's his turn actually. So how does he get out of this sleep?
If he takes damage, or if someone uses an action to slap him awake, or if the spell ends in a minute, or it might be 10 minutes. How long does sleep last?
Sleep lasts 1 minute.
Okay.
1 minute. So that's
So
10,
on
10
10
turns.
rounds.
10 rounds. That's the end of his turn then. He can't do anything. We're going to go to Bat then. What's Bat going to do?
Also, I hope when he's unconscious, his rage ends. I think that's how rage works, but I may be wrong.
Potentially.
Perhaps.
It ends early if you're not unconscious.
He is not
The sleep is unconscious then, I guess.
Yes, he is.
Well, he's knocked unconscious. I definitely cannot lift him.
Do we need to go round by round, or can we just like tie him up and throw him outside?
You could probably tie him up at this point because it's going to take a whole minute.
That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay,
walk
I
up.
want to make sure I get some guards over here now that we have a full minute.
I'm gonna walk up, tie him down.
Melody can help tie some knots if you want to go grab some guards.
The father does as well, and Yoshiko comes back out and helps.
I could always help carry him out. I mean, I don't know. I feel like if that's one thing my character's good at, it's
Yeah.
carrying things.
So it takes really just about a minute, and you've managed to tie him all up in ropes. And
we also
the
gag
father
Because I don't want to hear him
says,
talk.
"Father says, yeah, let's get him out of here. The likes of him are not allowed in my establishment." He starts pulling on the body, trying to like drag him out the front door.
Yeah, I guess I'll pick
Yeah.
him up. Should I roll a strength check for that?
No, at this point you don't have to because he's unconscious, and I don't think he'd be able to break out of it.
I'd like to apologize. I think a blind man can see that I started that. You guys got bruised up pretty bad, so I'll take a hint and get out of here if you'd prefer.
All right, and with that, some guards come around. They arrest him. The father is outside, kind of explaining what happened. The son apologizes to all of you and says, "Yeah, I'm sorry. Sometimes we get folks like this. They pay good money. They bring, money doesn't buy you manners, if you know what I mean. And I thought they were good people, and it turns out I was wrong. So I hope my dad doesn't get mad at me for accepting their offer. But I'd like to thank you all for helping me, and especially for bringing me back to life.
What was that last part? What
for
offer?
bringing me back to life. Thank you.
No, sorry, before that.
Money can't buy you manners, sir.
After that, I think you said something about an offer.
Yeah, they about their offer. They were going to spend more than a week here, and they asked for a discount, and I said yes.
Well, you got their money. Did they pay already?
Yeah, they did, but they're not staying here anymore. So now there's a room that's free if you'd like it.
Oh, I'd love that. Also, while we're having this conversation, is the orc like awake?
No, he's out. He's out and he's been arrested by the guards.
Okay, but is he like being like dragged or something? I just want him to know that we're getting his room.
Yeah.
I want to make direct eye contact with him and wink.
He's like muttering under his breath. And you can't quite make out, but he's staring right at you, and he's like salivating, ready to take revenge.
We're using your room, but if you would like to visit me, you'll know where to find me, love. And I give him a very big, suggestive, but also obnoxious wink.
Yeah, this seems to mock him, much to your pleasure, Syllren. I'm going to go ahead and give everybody who participated in the battle 125 experience points. Not for killing anybody, but for successfully ending it without anybody dying.
Let's go.
Melody, I also forgot to give you 20 experience points earlier for the conversation in Vine Shade Fern with Abel. So I'm giving that to you now. This might be a good stopping point
If we get the rooms that the people already paid for, then we don't have to pay anything extra, do we?
Oh, are you going to say that to Yoshiko?
Well, I wouldn't say it quite that way, but
Yeah,
I would say,
we can say that, yeah.
yeah.
Yashiko says, you know what? Since you saved my life, if you're willing to sleep two to a bed, because that orc has a double bed for himself, four of you could comfortably sleep in that room. And he looks down at the halfling and says, and your other friend, your short friend, I have a feeling that he already has a room for this night.
Yes, it would seem so. Yep. Thanks for that. Also, gang, again, I don't know why I said again so weirdly. Again, I'd like to apologize. I've been a pig for a hot sec. There were a lot of people I wanted to yell at really, really bad, but I couldn't. So I have a lot of repressed anger, I suppose. That I think I got most of it out now, and damn, that was fun. I hope no one's too upset that they got slapped pretty bad. But I think it ended well.
Does Bat want to comment on that? Because Bat almost died with one hit.
Well, I did get slapped pretty hard. I did slap him pretty hard. Yeah. So it was all a positive at the end of the day.
Can Melody use I think she has 2 spell slots left. How many spell slots does she have left? Yeah, she has 2 spell slots left. And she's gonna cast Healing Word twice. Once on Bat and once on the guy who went and hid behind a barrel.
Yeah, Yoshiko, yeah, you can. Yeah.
Okay.
How are the other people doing? Ymir and the father. Did they get hit?
The father didn't get hit.
I got hit.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The Forest tried to hit Ymir like 3-4 rounds in a row and never quite got him.
Nice.
That's 7 hit points for Bat and 8 hit points for Yasko.
Okay. So Yoshiko is back in full health. And he's thanking you and bowing.
Do anything to get my hand axe back from the sun, or
no? He just gives it to you. He just gives it to you.
Fair enough.
Yeah, he's just going to give it back to you. And by the way, as the party makes its way upstairs to settle in the room, you do notice from the sounds coming behind the door that apparently Sibo, and because you know what Sibo sounds like, that Sibo might not be coming back out the rest of this evening.
Yeah, at least it's quieter than the cat town.
At the very least. At the very, very least.
That's true.
That is such a low bar, though. That's like.
I love it.
You just start meowing?
No! I'm about to kill Sibo.
Oh god. Oh my god. That was the worst thing you could have done right there. I think out of all the possible sounds you could have made, that was like the most PTSD inducing.
I'm laughing.
Folks, and just for exploring and role playing today in the town of Paranxi, I'm also going to give everybody an extra 90 experience points for the various conversations and new lore and knowledge that you've picked up.
Sorry, how much gold is it to level up? And also, it's 900 XP to go to level 3, right?
900 total to get to level 3. To move up from level 2 to 3 in this campaign is 200 gold. To level up from level 3 to 4, it's 300 gold.
Okay, gotcha. So I'm far off from that, but I at least have enough XP now.
Yeah, I think Ymir has enough to go to level 3, if I remember correctly. And back
experience points.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, we'll have to talk about that because I'm not quite certain how all that works. I say that you explained it. I just gotta get a refresher.
Yeah. So I think we're gonna end here, but what I'm gonna do is just encourage folks to use the campaign channel in Discord for us to talk through any other questions you have or about what else is happening. My assumption is you're going to go to bed, you're going to get a full sleep and get your spell slots back and heal up this evening.
I'm gonna have to keep an eye out for that rogue.
Yeah. So Dorothy, no word of what happened to her, but Forrest, the half-orc, has been arrested by the town's guard.
Can I tell before I go to sleep? Can I tell the guard like, hey, by the way, he had a friend. She wasn't like aggressive. She didn't do anything illegal. But just keep an eye out. I don't know. I don't know her well enough to know she doesn't want to try and kill me. So,
Mm.
and then I give them a description of what she looks like.
All right. The guards thank you and take note of what you shared with them. Yeah. That was folks. That was totally unexpected. I was not prepared for that today, as I think you discovered.
That was such a bad plan.
That
I was
almost
trying to-
died because of that. You realize
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, well, okay. Well, at least if he got knocked out, he could have been healing worded.
Yeah,
True.
it wasn't too bad.
We got XP though. I was gonna try and like, I just wanted to like manipulate him to get him into a vulnerable state where I can then swindle his money away from him. But then when I found out he was racist, I was like, okay, fuck this guy anyway. Now I really want his money. And then when he got really upset, I was like, okay, well, I made him emotional, not in a way that I can use, but still fuck him.
Yeah.
So now at least I didn't get money, but at least he's arrested.
And you got a free room.
Yeah, that's true.
And
So I guess you're welcome. That was my plan the whole time.
does anyone else have detect magic out of curiosity?
I do. I can also change my spells on a long rest, so
yeah.
I don't need to. But if
Imagine.
you're asking if you want to get rid of your detect
Yeah.
magic, I can be the dedicated magic detector.
Imagine using magic.
You have
I mean, I'm
thaumaturgy.
just trying to figure out which spells would
And
be
hellish
most
rebuke.
Shit, you're right.
Speaking of which, you have hellish rebuke. You should use that more often.
When did I have hellish rebuke? What the fuck?
That's a tiefling thing. You
a
might
tiefling?
get it at 3rd level. It's a reaction when you get hit to cause the enemy to make a dex save or they take some fire damage. Because you're like, "Gah!" when
I
they
must
hit
have completely missed that.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
haven't played a tiefling in a while.
it's very rare that anyone ever actually like remembers that they have it. It's mainly just like thaumaturgy and fire resistance.
Yeah, fair.
So in between now and next time, if you want to work everything out, use the campaign channel, please, because that'll move things along. And yeah, this was fun. We had some flavor and some unexpected. I thought you were going to go in the catacombs. I was prepared for that. I was prepared for barbarian lady. I was prepared for a few other things, but I did not know what choices you were going to make today. So this ended up being quite the ride, I would say.
Were you prepared for this?
Stop.